that live too. I don't care.
Well, say it now that you are live. Say the fucking thing live, dude. Say it live. Do it live.
But tonight we're going to talk about the best dick rider category that was left off the main list for the video game awards.
You're crazy, dude.
Biggest corporate cocksucker in the industry.
Was
that within the first 30 seconds? I apologize.
What I want to see is best use of polygonal tits in a video game.
Yeah.
Best use of ass in a yeah. Best use of geometrical asses in a video game. That's what I want to do. Okay, that's what I want to do. I want to know. You know, it's like best
titty physics.
Yeah, like
good Lord. Let's start getting into the adult games then. I mean, my God.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's the award show I want to see. That's the Wize Old Game Award show. There you go. No, we should fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. We should do a Wasted Wise award show with topics just like that. That's it. End of the year. That's the fucking game. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, you heard it here first. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Wasted with Wise award show, but we're gonna do our own fucking categories. You know.
Well, I'm not gonna do Wasted with Wise again this week because I didn't get anything to get wasted. So I've water with Wise.
I'm gonna give it to you next week.
Hydrated with Wize.
I'm drinking fucking dinosaur piss today as well because I got a fucking ulcer.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I developed an ulcer last weekend, and well, it started off with a dull pain, and I'm like, okay, well, fuck, it's probably one of those diffuse pains that I have all the time in my stomach. You know, I have IBS, so then it got progressively worse. Now it's like a sharp fucking stabbing pain in like right through the center of my sternum. You know.
Well, that's because you have a hole in your stomach lining now.
Yeah. My wife was like, "Why? How the fuck are you hurting there? Because you have no heart." I'm like, "Well, fuck yeah, that's right, but you know,
heartless fuck."
All right, welcome everyone to Wasted with Wize, episode 16. RPG88 is already in the chat. Welcome, my dear sir. Thank you for coming on and being on all shows. Now,
what did he come on? I don't know.
I'm sorry.
You're the dead cat. The dead cat.
Oh, okay, that explains it. Yeah.
If it's still warm, it's game.
Hey, it's still pussy.
A hairy pussy at that, right? Unless it's a skinless cat, then it's not a hairy pussy.
Oh, stop it. No, I don't even like my own joke anymore. God.
I don't know who's doing the effects, but hey, that works for me. I don't know how.
It's all like the odd silence when he pushes the button.
I've had a hell of a time trying to get my goddamn soundboard to work. At least I know somebody's is working. So fuck it.
I finally got it to work. Yeah, I finally got it to work.
Oh, okay.
So if I have to use this, the whole show is going to be nothing but a test pattern. Okay,
it's going to sound like a truck going in reverse. You know, some shit like that.
It'll be Morse code that says "Go fuck yourself."
You know, eventually we're gonna put this on a goddamn podcast. You know, and we're gonna like Spotify, and somebody's gonna listen to this like 10 years from now. And they're like, "Are they doing a fucking podcast, or are they reversing a goddamn truck?" You know. Yeah. So yeah. Well, I hope everyone had a great week. This upcoming week is Thanksgiving week, and the Wize one is off. So I'm probably going to shoot a video or two and upload it as well throughout the week. So I don't know how the work schedule looks for.
And his wife is already planning what she's going to stuff up his ass. And
I wish my wife would stuff anything on my ass. It's been a while since we've seen that goddamn thing. You know, shit.
She's like, with a corn on the cob.
I don't know. If the day she says, "Okay, pull down your pants. I got something for your ass," my dick will go straight to number 12. It will hit midday, noonday very quickly. I swear to God.
The Wize Old Gamer version of cornucopia. Yes.
Cornhole.
Yeah. But yeah. So. Any of y'all working next week, or are y'all off next week?
Working. Who works? Oh, screw it.
I'm on disability, bro.
No, you're talking to the wrong crowd here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll put my hand up. Yes, I'm working next week. Thank you. Yeah, all Oh, except for Thanksgiving.
Hey, somebody's got to pay their taxes to support us. I mean, how you doing?
Yeah,
Sucker.
and then somebody said, "Why don't you have more videos?" I have no fucking time. Like, why don't these cocksuckers have videos? That's what I want to know. Like, they don't do anything. They might as well shoot a fucking video, you know? Anyway,
You know.
Well,
Yeah.
you know,
Busy with
nobody
something.
wants to see my ugly face all the time, so no.
That's why he's the picture now works.
well, next week we're definitely gonna have to see you on camera because you're gonna have your liquor with you. By the way, so also serious, do you want a vino or do you want some brown liquor?
I would prefer brown liquor to the vino. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I told you, no $2 Chuck. If that shit shows up,
No, I'm gonna get you a decent. Like, I have a really good
He's very
chateau.
diverse with his liquor.
I got
Yeah.
a really good chateau that I've been saving, but I would rather you have it. It's like it's
okay.
impeccably good. But then I don't know if vino is your go. I mean, if you want,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like-
I like a good Chateau.
45.
No Colt 45, no malt liquor
No,
crap.
no.
No.
No. If I'm gonna do it, I'm
Yes,
gonna
I
do it
remember
fucking
that.
right. You know what I'm saying? I'm, like, fuck it. If I would really want to get him up and working, I'll send him a fucking bottle of Everclear or some shit. Like
No,
that.
I told you if you really want to see me get tipsy really quick, it would be something like what's it called? The cinnamon flavored whiskey shit. Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah.
No, Ghost Lager. The real stuff.
Well, you know what I
Yeah.
actually like, but I can't find it here. Is I like what they call mom's apple pie, which is apple
can't
pie
find it.
flavored liquor that just
Yeah.
tastes like apple pie.
It's like moonshine, basically.
It's moonshine, and I can
Yeah.
chug that shit and be drunk really
What's the
quick.
fucking proof
Good
on
stuff.
that shit? Those
Actually,
type of things.
The
Go ahead.
store stuff, the store sold stuff is actually pretty low. You could get if you get
You can
like,
get some decent store stuff though. You can
you
get good
like
store
80
stuff.
You can get 80 proof.
Yeah.
It's it's still kind of moonshine, but you can actually get actual
Actual
97%
apple pie, which will
Oh,
knock you on your
oh my
ass.
God. It's like 140 or something. It's no bullshit.
No,
I know people that make their own fucking whiskey and they make all kinds of crazy flavors and their shit will fucking knock your dick in the dirt. It's insane.
I had a coworker. He made what is it? It's wine. Fucking, it's wine moonshine. I can't think of the name of it. It's fucking. It was
Hooch?
like 100.
Was it called hooch? Basically, the shit
No.
they make.
It's made from grape.
Motherfuckers
The
got-
shit they make
got-
in prison.
They
You
look
know?
like meth labs in their backyards where they're just
No.
distilling whiskey.
It's kind of like that though. It's grappa. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Oh.
And
Grappa.
he'd make grappa, and then he'd bring us each a bottle for like Christmas. And it was a dinky little bottle. It was not much bigger than a can here. It was about that big. And he's like, "Here you go." And he's like, "Drink it slowly. And be careful." I'm like, "Careful? What the fuck you talking? Whatever." I went home. He didn't tell me the proof. He told me the next day. And I had a shot of it, and I was fucking drunk, just sitting on my ass. Like, holy fuck! What the hell is this?
Eddie was blind for 12 hours, but hey, it wore off.
It's almost like that. It was like
Well, shit.
160 or 170. I think that's what it was. It was crazy. I was like,
Jesus.
yes,
Well,
it
you
was
know,
insane.
living here, we have like, because of being in Alabama, everyone and their mama does moonshine, makes moonshine. The goddamn busted ass radiator that's sitting in the beat up old car that's parked in the front yard. You know, so like all through high school,
Rust flavored, got it.
yeah, and I guess that's probably why I have fucking IBS now. You know, because I was drinking all that radiator infused shit. You know,
And you can't drink it with an ulcer. There's no way you'd be shutting that shit with an ulcer.
Oh shit no! Oh fucking shit no! That probably explains
Triple
why I have
combo.
all these.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, Triple, what's up, boss? Triple,
Sounds good, Triple. Way to go. Okay.
He's working. Don't worry about it. Almost can hear you, just not yet. Keep pushing that.
Triple is having audio difficulties.
I can see your invisible mic, but I can't hear you.
I can't. Not yet. Did you get a new mic? Is that what it is? No. Son of a bitch.
Triple got laid this week. That's why he can't get on. He doesn't know. They took his voice away.
How about now?
Oh shit!
How about
there-
now? How about now? There he is.
I thought he had one hell of an orgasm this week, and because of that, he lost his voice.
That's what happened to my sink that I explained that exploded on.
Your fucking sink explode. How does a goddamn sink explode?
I don't. Long story
Frag
short,
grenade.
I don't know. I walked in from work like at 10 a.m. and heard water running in the kitchen. I was like, that doesn't sound normal. It sounded like a shower going on. And I turned the corner,
No.
and it's a literal geysers shooting from the faucet.
Oh my
It was
God.
like I have a light right directly
Oh,
above it that
fucking
was
God.
filled with the little globe was full of water. The ceiling paint was peeling off, and the floor was flooded. I was like, oh, this is an amazing Monday. So
Good stuff.
yeah.
So you
My fucking-
so you turned around and walked back outside, which is what a smart person would do. You know?
I would. But no, I ran upstairs to my brother. I was like, open up. He said, I was knocking so hard. He said, like the police were like, yeah, this thing's kind of exploding, so I had to get your attention. But yeah, so that's I'm doing good beside that. And yeah, I was playing Starfield after on a long hiatus from it, and one of the quests bugged out, and I quit and went back to Elden Ring. So
Of course you did.
yeah. So I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Like any smart man would, of course.
Praxis, my man. What's up, boss? What you been doing
Not a
this
damn
week?
thing. What?
He said,
I've barely been playing anything really. I've just been like crashing most of the week. If I put any time in, unfortunately, it's been multiplayer Call of Duty just because I can get in and out and not dig around. I haven't had time really to play anything, especially with international callers calling me. Go away. Well, I'll talk to you later. Damn it. It's all those sites in Amsterdam calling me. I apologize.
Amsterdam or Bangkok?
No, I don't like little girls. Sorry. I like women. Thank you. I don't go to Bangkok. Sorry.
I mean, you know what? I just got to say, if there was a city that was appropriately named, it would be that one. I just want to put it out there. Yeah.
I had a coworker went over there once and he took pictures and he was like, check it out. And I'm like, dude, are those like 12-year-old girls? What the fuck is that? And he's like, oh, they're the girls on the beach. I'm like, did you ask what their ages were? No.
Can you buy them a drink legally?
Oh, they don't care.
Hey, listen, man. If don't ask, don't tell. Works for the military. Works for me.
Yeah, if it works for Vegas, it works for there, and it does definitely. But I don't.
They're
want
old enough to
anything
bleed.
do
They're
with
old
it.
enough for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it was unnerving.
No.
If it bleeds, we can.
Well,
Fuck.
thank you, everybody. This will be my last time on Wasted with Wize.
As they lead our house.
I just want to say I don't know this man. I don't know why he said that. He said we're going to talk about video games.
Is this
We
weird
don't know
guy
this
with
guy.
a deep voice walked to my house and asked me to sit down?
Look at-
All of a
SWAT
sudden,
team!
everyone logs
No.
off because they don't
Can't
want.
remember
They
his
call
shoulder.
plausible deniability. It's like, we don't want to testify against you in a court of law, dude. Come on, we're trying to do you a favor. No, but think about it. Like it, literally, Doom love. Doom heard that and said, "Fuck it, I'm
terrible
going."
transition. That's a terrible. No, really, think about it, guys.
Like, nope.
Oh,
Timing.
What time is it? It's nope o'clock.
No.
Get out of here.
So yeah, I thought I was gonna make my.
Get going.
I thought I was gonna make my prodigious comeback on this show. Oh fuck no.
Thanks, Wise.
No, but I mean, think about it. You got one city in Thailand called Phuket, which if you look at it how it's really spelled, it's pronounced fuck it. And then you got another one called Bangkok. And then it's called, they say Thailand is like the sex capital of the world. No fucking shit. Two of their cities is like aptly named. Fuck it and Bangkok. You know, what else do you
STD
need?
capital of the world too. There.
Exactly.
Just a warning. it's not.
Aren't they creating new STDs? There's something, you know, all the STDs are mixing and mutating.
Somebody's got to do it, right? I guess.
All right. So besides your Amsterdam situation, what else? No games this week?
Oh, just like I said, Call of Duty. That's all I've really been jumping into, and it's not much. Very little.
All right. Cool.
But thank you.
That's what his wife said too. It's not much, very little.
Not much. Very little.
This episode is called "Fail to Impress." Well, there you go.
There you go.
All right, Super. What's up, boss? How you been doing this week, and what you been doing? What you been playing?
I've been doing all right. My nerve pain's been kind of a cocksucker, but other than that, I've been doing okay. Been playing some more Mario Wonder and some Remnant 2 because there's that expansion that came out for Remnant 2.
Oh, okay.
That's
How
what
is
I've
it?
been
I had just started playing Remnant this week too. That's funny. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, Remnant 2 is a good game, man.
I don't know. You guys are just fortunate. Like my because of what's going on. Like this week was a crazy week because of course schools are all out. Both college classes and high school classes are all closed. And so because of that, everyone's trying to get in their last grades. So this week alone, I had tests that I had to give every fucking day. Like every day I was grading anywhere upwards of 500 to 650 pages of math tests, homework, etc. So by the time I got home, I was so fucking brain dead. I didn't want to play anything, you know? So it was just like, I don't know. Even like something as relaxing as Wonder, it's like one of those games that like, you got to be in the right mindset to play it. And like when I'm overworked at work, the last thing I want to do is come home and play a video game, ironically enough. So take that for what it's worth. So, oh well. So I'm hoping to get some good gaming hours in next week, especially playing, finishing up Baldur's Gate, finishing up Spider-Man 2, and hopefully finishing up Super Mario RPG as well. So yeah, but and guess what else I got this week besides my
An STD?
no, this thing.
Oh, you already had the STD.
Yeah, I already had the STD.
Baby Dreamcast.
The baby little Dreamcast. Yeah, see, so we have a little tradition in our house. Like every Christmas, we always order like 4 ornaments, one for each member of the house, from Hallmark. And like this is like their new mini ornament for this year. So they've released
Hallmark had a Dreamcast ornament.
Jesus.
Yeah. Hallmark is the one who's making these mini ornaments like this. They have the NES.
Yeah,
the
they've
Super
been doing
NES,
it for decades. Yeah,
How much they sell this son of a bitch for?
like $20, and it has a sound up. It has a battery that you can install, and it'll make a
I'm just fucking collecting to fucking collect them. That's fucking dope.
That's badass. I mean, I got one over my shoulder there, but hanging out on the tree's a little heavy.
And then I got this one too. This was for me actually.
Just exposing himself to everyone.
Yeah.
This is of course.
Samus Aran. Nice.
And
I know the Hallmark made that shit.
Yeah,
That is cool.
Oh yeah,
usually-
they find pop culture stuff every year and they release based on pop
Yeah.
culture
I
stuff.
thought it was nothing about like fucking turtle doves and Santa Claus. I don't know.
Well, they have that shit too, but they have all the other stuff. Like, and the other two we
That's
got.
cool, man.
We got one that was my son wanted this one, the younger one. He wanted they released the Ender Dragon from Minecraft as an ornament.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
nice.
Yeah, so I got that one, and the fourth one was Link and from Breath of the Wild. You know that when the Breath of the Wild first was announced, they had that one intro with Link jumping off his horse and in midair.
Get the
spreading
bow.
out. Yeah, basically that Link as an ornament. So
Nice.
I got that from my elder.
Yeah, they love doing the Minecraft ones because it's like, okay, take 2 square pieces of plastic and tape them together. There, it's a Minecraft ornament. This one's a dog, I guess. Huh?
No, but some of them are really good. Like the Mario with a cape.
Yeah.
Or the Mario with the raccoon.
Oh no,
Mario.
some of them are really incredible and detailed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I highly recommend. We're not sponsored by Hallmark. Shit, I wish I was. I don't think that would be the last fucking.
No,
sponsor for this
if we
podcast.
were sponsored by Hallmark, every show would be a Christmas show. Okay, it wouldn't.
Exactly.
Our Hallmark shit wouldn't last longer than the first 30 seconds of our video. The second we open our mouth, they're like, "Oh no, we've made a terrible mistake."
Yeah, what have we done? Sue them now.
Oh shit! Could you imagine us getting Hallmark as a sponsor?
It's the most foo fucking gay shit in the world. Like it's like
I'm like, man, I can only imagine how that conversation is like. We want to sponsor your podcast. Have you even?
this
fucking
episode is sponsored by Martha Stewart.
Let me stop you right now. That's a hard no from me. But don't even come to the show. It's just I already know what this is going to happen. I don't want the lawsuit. So let's just move
Yeah.
on. Better for you, better for me. You know what I mean?
So you're saying thinking about Hallmark makes you hard? Okay, got it.
Rock solid.
Well, my wife ain't doing it anymore. Might as well these ornaments do it.
I was gonna have you watch the shows. I mean, the girls aren't bad looking. I mean, geez, there's just nothing going on.
Okay, well, before we get back to the whole Bangkok situation, Doomsayer, what's up, boss man? Long time no see. How you been
Yeah,
doing?
that's not Loke. Are you sure that's not Loke?
Yeah, that looks like Loke's picture.
Because Doom is too scared to put his own face up there. That's why. And Doom's too scared to say anything.
I think Doom, are you here, buddy? Wait, is it the same issue I had? Did you update your mic software and just like replace it with, I don't know, some generic?
Wait a minute. There we go.
There you
I
go.
was actually on mute through the road. What's the song from Pee Wee Herman when he sits there and says, "Yeah, I'm in Texas," and he's on the phone? I forget what the hell it is.
The stars at night, so big and bright. Deep in the
I have
heart
to
of
do it.
the
I have to do it. Yeah, you hear those words, you
Oh.
got to do the clap. It's
I
the
don't
law, you know.
relate to anyone. I don't know what's going on here. So
He's like, I've never seen
Just
it.
working a lot, man.
Still something to share with the rest of us, Amazing Larry. I fucking love that movie. You know, it's Tim
I've
Burton's
actually-
directorial debut. It's the first movie he ever directed.
I've actually been able to sit down and play a video game first time since August. So
Damn.
it's actually been nice.
And what game was it? Please don't tell me SpongeBob, please.
No, but I'm actually looking at getting that for Black Friday, the new one.
Oh,
No, it's
shit.
Spider-Man.
Between Loke and his game and you and your game, I give up, dude. I really.
I gotta trying to enjoy it with my son in that. So
Yeah,
he
that's fair.
keeps speaking over and saying, "When are you buying it?" I'm like, "When it goes on sale on Black Friday." So we'll see what happens.
Do you have a Switch?
Oh yeah. Well,
You should
no,
get-
well, you mean I do, but he doesn't because he broke his, and he just broke his iPad. Or I should say my
jeez.
wife's iPad. That thing is in pieces. It's actually
Wow.
it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
He
Toss out
bent
the
it
window.
so bad that you can see inside of it, and it was still working. I don't know how.
He should
But it's
his
still
fucking
working.
Christmas present privileges should be
Work
fucking
anymore?
revoked, bro.
I mean,
Break
So,
it.
no, there's
So when he says, "What am I getting for Christmas?" you say, "You're getting to live another year." Is what
Oh,
you're
he
getting. Yeah, you're getting.
Oh, on the way home,
This repair bill, bitch, go fucking mow some lawns.
pick him up, and on the way home, he's like, "Daddy," he said, "some of the glass came off of the iPad." I'm like, "Well, there goes that. We're gonna have to throw it away." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna ask Santa Claus for another one." I'm like, "That's right."
Santa's fucking broke. I'm sorry to say.
This kid thinks, like every other kid, even when we were growing up, money grows on trees. I have a money tree outside.
Well, technically, money's made out of paper, and paper is made out of
Wise,
wood,
don't make
which-
it
Shut up, Wise. Shut up, Wise.
Well, technically, it's fabric.
It doesn't grow
No.
on trees; it's grown from trees, actually.
Mm.
No,
Yeah,
but
when I was a little kid, I just thought
me a big
you
favor.
just pay everything with a credit card because I saw my mom using the credit card to pay for shit. So I just thought, oh, just swipe the card and it gets paid for. Like, I didn't know.
My mom said, "You want to build credit? Here's the credit card." All right, man, $300, and then overspent, and then it took a year, and she's like, "I told you not to spend it all," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll figure it out later on." But Wise, I got a favor for you, a favor to ask.
Sure.
Okay. One of your topics, the award show and that, right?
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Let everybody else go ahead
Mhm.
and say their piece. I want to go last because I got to hear everybody else
Keep cooking.
questions I have because I just haven't. Today was the first time I've been on Twitter and I can't remember actually when the last time I was on Twitter.
Was it when you and I were talking and you left the group? No, I'm kidding. You were like, "Fuck this shit." No.
Oh my god, I don't remember, Paul. To be honest with you, I don't remember. I've actually been watching TikTok more than anything and enjoying the
jeez.
cooking
Whoa,
videos.
whoa. Wait a fucking minute here. You mean to tell me you left Twitter because it was too toxic and chose TikTok as your alternate
I
platform?
mean, depending on what he's
guy.
watching.
There's this guy. He looks like Steve Yawn from
TikTok
Walking
is the
Dead.
shit.
Okay. This
Why
guy
am I not
is
surprised
putting-
somebody who plays Fortnite said that? Okay, go ahead.
This guy
Ooh.
is putting some of the most serious, good, I wouldn't say even gourmet, food together. He must have slapped, and I'm not joking, 30 slices each of regular lunch meat and cheese, took it, put a batter over top of it, then took the flaming Cheetos, grinded them up, put them in, or put that all around for a crust, put it in the fryer, fried it up, opened it. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. Are you kidding? And he's sitting there eating it. Yo, he took 2 slices of watermelon today and made a burger out of it. People
a
like
burger out of watermelon?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
took 2 slices of watermelon. That was your bread. He made a burger, lettuce, tomato, onion, put it all together, made like a mustard sauce on it, put that on there, grilled the watermelon, and then ate it. And I'm like, that might look disgusting, but I have to try it. I have to eat one of those because I don't know what the hell the watermelon does to the burger. So I don't know.
Was it with the beef or without the beef, or was it just a one?
No, it was with the
was
beef.
a
It was like a half pound of burger he cooked up.
Jeez.
Yo,
Oh
if
my
I
God.
do you have TikTok, I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
don't
some
have
of the stuff
TikTok.
that shows up there is cool. I get it through my Facebook feed, but I see a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to get away from the panty showing TikToks because I know my wife.
I like the way he's stressed trying. I'm trying. I really, I swear to God, I'm really trying.
No, he's
It's
fucking
saucy at
kidding with
first.
that. He's fucking kidding with that, but
For
he's
some
I'm
reason.
Yeah.
serious.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
Wait, what? Showing
no,
what?
No,
Panties?
but it's even more egregious than that. Like, I didn't even like. Okay, so I
Do
was.
they
never
make
really,
money doing that shit? Because I'll
Like,
show them my
okay,
panties.
they're trying
Not
to
on though. I'll
get-
just go.
They're trying to get their 15
Just-
minutes.
Have
Basically.
you not
Yeah.
seen the NPC bitches? They make money. They just fucking pretend to be fucking NPC
I saw
characters.
that one
No,
time and I was like, I
Yeah.
can't, I can't do
Like,
that.
they're
My
like,
brain's
Lizzie. Oh,
No,
They
but
sit
even
there and they-
shit
Go
is
ahead,
so
Wise.
stupid.
but even worse
It's
than
dumb
that,
as
it's like
fuck.
my little boy showed
And
me.
I hate that
Tik-
those bitches make money doing this shit. I'm like, God damn it.
well,
Like
actually,
mad fucking money. Sorry, why?
But no, it's like my kid, my elder, when he was a lot younger, he first showed me the app, and I was looking at it, and I was like, it's all the same thing as these little tweeny girls wearing really short shorts and a really long tee that covers those short shorts, and then gyrating in front of them. You know,
No,
and he's
no,
watching
It's
this.
a bunch of jailbait.
Yo,
being
if I would
Yeah.
have, if I would
Excessively
ever catch my
sexual.
daughter doing that shit, whew,
Wise. Listen. This is how the video.
You say that, but if your daughter was doing it, she'd probably be a millionaire like half of these other bitches. And you'd be like,
Yeah.
fuck it, let it happen.
Girl pops up
no.
and she goes, you know what? If I was your girlfriend, I'd be sending you pictures. Oops, and she drops.
I'll do that shit before my daughter does it.
Bam! All of a sudden, the underwear. It's like, why do I gotta? So how do I block on here? How do I block? Because I'm not
It's kind of like when at one
Do
point
yourself a favor and just delete the entire app. That's all that app is. It's nothing but that.
I mean, I got
Well,
this.
whatever you were looking at, you know, the algorithm, it goes based off what you watch the most.
Yep.
So maybe you were watching a lot of panties. I don't know.
But listen, I could literally show you all the videos. I am obsessed with this dog right now. This
Penny.
dog is sitting there looking around, and
dog and panties.
you know,
Don't do that.
every time his wife is just off
That's a
this.
better sound more than I'm better.
And I just keep liking it because it's addicting. And then this guy pops up. I'm like, yo, I gotta freaking make that. Hot dog, slice it in half. You put the egg in it, then you roll it up with bacon, then you slap the cheese, then you put the. I'm like, I gotta make this in the morning. I have.
Sounds so
Oh my God, have you seen the TikToks of the chef that like criticizes videos of the people that like they swear they're cooking up the fucking delicious meal and it's like horrible? Like you have like he just sits there and he like narrates the like he narrates what they're doing, but like he's like criticizing them at the same time. He's like the lady would be like, "Oh, we're just gonna dice like the onions now," and he's like, "That's not dicing. Like
Yeah, he
that's
goes,
like
what
you look
the
like you're
fuck?
stabbing the onions."
Look at this dog
Like-
shit.
No, I'll tell you the guy.
I'm-
I'll tell you
okay.
the chef I like watching. He's not on TikTok, but I've seen him on Instagram and Facebook. It's this guy who is based in Las Vegas, and what he does is he makes all of these sculptures out of straight chocolate. Everything is out of fucking chocolate.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like he built a goddamn dragon. Every bit from the teeth to the fucking eyeballs of that goddamn thing was chocolate. Everything was edible. There was not a single thing that couldn't be eaten in that whole situation. And I mean, it looks immaculate. I can't forget his
It's
name. He's some
incredible
French guy.
shit.
Yeah.
This guy, he made chocolate with
He has a show on Netflix. Like it was a competition where other people competed it with their own chocolate shit, but he was like the main judge.
Yeah, I mean, like it's it blows my mind when he does it. Like he made a ship one time. He made like a clock that actually was fucking working. He had gears that were made out of fucking chocolate, and like I'm like,
Bro, he
damn.
makes life-size fucking animals and shit, and they look like the actual animals. It's not just. It's one thing to fucking just be able to sculpt an animal and have it look like a fucking animal if you did it out of clay. But
Right.
have to fucking do it out of chocolate and tempered chocolate and have it all fucking work right, and for things not to fall off or break under pressure, like that shit's insane. The fucking skill that dude has is insane.
Yeah. I mean, because you need more than a cooking. Like, you need more than knowledge of just cooking to do that. You need like knowledge in like physics and chemistry and all of that stuff to be able to pull that something of that level off.
Right.
To
He
the
needs to
level he's doing
understand
it.
exactly how much weight can be put on this area, where the
Fucking
weight needs to
carpentry,
go,
too.
all kinds of shit.
Yo, I got to ask a real quick question. Triple, behind you, is that the Loki tree?
No, no, that's
No,
the
it's the Elden Ring tree.
yeah, that's the Earth.
Loki tree? That's the fucking Elden Ring tree. You have been out of the loop for a while, haven't you? Shit. Damn.
Did anybody see the last episode of Loki?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but that-
what is it? Is he the god of fucking time now? What the hell happened?
Yeah. And then
Seriously.
everybody's like, oh, he's done. He's done. He's like, I didn't say I was done. It's just right now. But then I've heard all kinds of stories. Robert Downey Jr. is coming back.
Yeah.
Chris Evans is coming back.
Hit the percent button.
I wonder
Supposedly
what.
they're completely 180ing on the Kang dynasty, and Kang's no longer going to be the big bad.
Really?
I
Yeah,
wonder
Gotta
why
shoot
the
the
fuck they're
matches.
doing that. I wonder why the fuck they're doing that.
This is where I don't understand how they're going to do it. They're looking at Mads Mikkelsen to play Doctor Doom when he
Oh,
already
wow.
played the bad guy in the first Doctor Strange movie. Though,
Yeah, I don't know.
how's that
but
going to work? I don't
Well,
understand.
the way they're doing shit in the MCU now, because the way they're going to bring all these characters back is they're going to have basically there's all these multiple multiverses, and they're all crashing on in each other, and there can only be one universe, because they're going to get rid of the multiverse. The multiverse is going to end, and we're just going to have one universe. But because like the universe we're in right now doesn't have the X-Men, doesn't have Fantastic Four and shit
They
like
gotta
that,
bring 'em in.
as the multiverses are crashing, they're just going to be okay. We're going to select heroes from this universe and this universe and this universe to come to this one universe to help us fight whoever the big bad is of this section of the MCU. And then when it's all said and done, after they defeat that big bad, their universes are going to end, but they're here now in our universe. So now we're going to have the X-Men. We can bring back Cap. We can bring back Iron Man, because we grabbed them from alternate universes. And that's how all that shit's going to work.
But also, they're going to also bring back. They said that for the Secret Wars, it's going to be pretty much led by Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. So that would be
Fucking take my money, please.
Yeah.
Did you see that they're trying to get Javier?
Bardem? Is that what you're
Yeah, to play
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Galactus, and then Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic.
And there's been a no, but then there's been a
he's in the
backlash.
running.
to
I
that,
don't
though.
like that though.
He's in too many damn things, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
chill.
But, yeah, there's been a big backlash on that as well. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that people were like, "Well, why are you giving this guy Mr. Fantastic when John Krasinski?"
He's not
did
the only
a
actor
good
in
job?"
Hollywood. I mean, they keep casting him and everything. It's like,
And
look,
can
look.
we just stop the goddamn race swapping? Like, it's not that hard to not fucking race swap characters. Like, Mr. Fantastic isn't Hispanic.
Right.
Don't
I
make
mean,
him Hispanic.
Yeah.
I mean, this was one of the main reasons why this is one of the main reasons why it sort of fell south after Endgame and all of that stuff, because they started incorporating all these they started making things that really didn't make sense in the MCU. And it's not like, Iron Man was like a pivotal character or anything, but the story was so well written that people started caring about for Iron Man, because before Iron Man was not one of their top run characters in Marvel.
No,
I mean,
he was
it
fucking
wasn't.
the B team.
It wasn't just
Exactly.
that he was well written; it was he was well acted.
Exactly. I
It
mean,
was
it was
Robert
both.
Downey Jr. was a huge draw. His charisma and the way he pulled the character off is what drew everybody together. It was the glue for everything. And initially, I thought it would be Samuel Jackson, but I mean, the show that he just recently was in kind of proved that that's not true. that was
Secret
that was-
Invasion. Oh,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
bad. That was-
terrible.
He-
Fucking
he-
show.
he's a fucking
Fucking
cuck
terrible
now,
show.
dude. He used to be a fucking badass. Now he's a fucking
Yeah,
cuck. But also,
that's what bothers me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's modern Disney. Is we're gonna find a way to prop up women as
Yeah,
strong and the best and the
became-
greatest, and the men
was
men
driven
are
by
weak
a
and the
bunch of
men are
nonsense.
feeble and they're not as good. They can't do anything as good. But the reason why the Infinity Saga works so well is
Yeah.
first of all, every movie was in chronological order. This movie took
Right.
place after that movie. There was a
Yes,
timeline,
yes.
and all these things were interwoven and building towards something. Post Endgame, well, the only movie post Endgame that was any good was No Way Home. But after that, all these things are just kind of their own thing. Quantumania, it's kind of its own thing. The Marvels, kind of its own thing. Like, what are they building towards? There's no fucking idea. They're just the scattered fucking bullshit everywhere.
People thought Kevin Feige was the one that was actually like orchestrating everything, and come to find out, he wasn't. I think it was the Russo brothers, the ones that did Winter Soldier and then Infinity War and Endgame. They're the ones
And
that were
Civil
actually
War.
behind- and it was there were two groups. So those two were trying to do something, but believe it or not, the person who actually drove the most of it was what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy, that directed it, that went to DC.
Oh, James Gunn.
James
Gunn.
Gunn
James
was
Gunn.
actually the one that drove most of the 4 phases or the 3 phases of the MCU before Endgame. He drove most of that storyline. So what he chose to do in Guardians of the Galaxy actually made everybody do everything else. So he's actually more responsible than Kevin Feige, which is amazing to me.
See,
Well,
go ahead, Wise.
No, I just don't see why they sort of lost their mojo, if you will, after Endgame. Because
They got
this
hung
is-
up on pushing things instead of actually.
Yeah,
writing
they
stories,
they
not being
worried
so
less about
concerned
making good
things.
movies and more about how they're going to inject their politics into the movies.
Well,
and
look what
and
happened to
nobody
Daredevil.
wants to see that shit.
Yeah, look what happened to Daredevil. You heard about that, right? Daredevil, the new show that was going to
Yeah.
go on Disney Plus.
What
The
happened?
entire thing, the show, the vast majority of it was filmed, right?
Uh-huh.
It's been shit canned. The whole show has been shit
Yep.
canned.
You're fucking kidding me, really?
No,
They pulled a WB. They pulled a WB. Wow.
Well, they did it because it was such total shit. They like
Oh.
previewed it and showed it, and it couldn't get above like a 35% with any audience. They were like, "This is fucking miserable," and it was nothing like the show that was on Netflix. It was completely opposite. It was stupid. And the other thing is, one of the people that had seen parts of it had speculated, and it was a rumor that he wasn't even in like he wasn't in his suit in the first 3 episodes. And I'm like, what the fuck?
So
Wait,
they
what
turned it
about-
into they
But,
turned
like,
it into
you
Iron
have
Fist. They turned it into Iron Fist.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you have a successful blueprint in the Netflix. You don't have to make the same show that Netflix did.
No,
but you have a
something similar.
blueprint for success.
Exactly.
Why not try to replicate that within the confines of what's allowable in Disney? And the thing is,
Because
we
they're
know that there's going to be M-rated or R-rated movies that are going to be in Disney Plus, because we know that Deadpool's going to be R-rated. So like, you could do darker shit with a character like Daredevil. We already know what works. Why change it? And then you hear the stories about the scripts, because fucking Blade is going through fucking all kinds of development hell. But supposedly the most recent script had Blade as not the second lead, but like the third lead,
Yep.
with 2 females as the leads above him, where they essentially lectured him through the whole fucking movie.
And Michelle Ali sat there and said, "What the hell is this shit?"
Yeah, the
I'm not
actor was
convinced.
like, "Fuck it, I'm out of this. This is
Well, see,
stupid."
Like, bitch, I'm the Daywalker. Fucking, you can't tell me nothing.
Garth, I actually wanted to say this to while you were saying what you were saying. I also actually heard the guy that took over for Bob Iger, Bob Chapek or something
Chapek,
like
it was
that.
Bob-
He fucking ran a train on the whole MCU.
They're
basically.
blaming a
Chapek
lot on him too,
No,
because
he
what
didn't.
he was doing was he was like, we have to keep feeding the subservice. So write a script, film it, get it out. I don't care how crappy it is. I just keep feeding the service, and and that's what killed it. There's continuity is off, and characters are all off, and I mean, WandaVision I thought was great.
It was interesting,
Winter
but
Soldier.
it went off the rails at the end, especially when you find out that like they had no problem with her basically torturing an entire town of people, and they like
Yeah.
absolved her of it, and you're like, what do you
Yeah,
mean
they
absolved
try to
her?
make her a hero again. It's
She's
like that
evil.
bitch fucking
They
had.
made
She
her
made those
evil,
people
basically.
slaves.
And it was like, holy shit.
Okay,
She should have had like a conscience, and she didn't. I was like, okay, that was kind of rough.
Well, she should have been charged with war crimes, pretty much.
Well,
Yeah,
there
but
that-
just say what you will about that Doctor Strange movie, but Wanda Maximoff in that movie, that
Well, you
actress,
just like her because she's hot.
She,
I mean,
she's
so-
hot, but she did a damn
Yeah.
good
She does a good
fucking
job, but the story was
They
shit.
said
though.
her character is dead. Out of that, her character is officially dead. It's not coming back. That's
Well,
one.
you know how it is. Until you see a body, nobody's really dead for real in that
Yeah,
place.
but it's comic books. Everybody comes back to life.
Everybody comes back
Yeah.
to yeah,
Yep.
pretty much, pretty much, yeah.
No, but I mean, like, you know, when that one scene that that one line that she said in that Doctor Strange movie that really to this day touches me. She said, "I sacrificed everything, and it meant nothing." You know, and when she was attacking Carmitage, and Strange went up and said, "Don't do this," and she's like, I gave up everything.
Oh my
I
God!
sacrificed
Excuse
everything."
me. Oh my God! I thought I was muted.
That was you? Holy crap!
was you?
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
That was a good one. Better out than in. That's what I say. You know, shit. You know.
You tried.
But yeah, I mean, it was one of those things. It was like, you know, like that line, the way she delivered it, there was no, you couldn't have delivered that line any better, you know. And I just think that she deserves credit for that, despite what
For that
train wreck
one
Doctor
line.
Strange.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. There you go. She had a good line
Yeah.
in the movie. It was garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else about the
was
plot
alright.
was kind of like, what the fuck, you know. But yeah, so
Hey, let's go through the entire universe of all these awesome characters that they've never shown in any movie and fucking kill
Yeah.
them. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yo, John
That
Krasinski,
was
I
like
thought was
such a
pretty good.
slap in the face. People talk about Secret Wars. What happened in that was an atrocity to what could have happened. It was like, oh my God, they're showing these characters and they start killing them. You're like, what are you fucking doing? What are you doing?
They're saving on FX is what they're doing.
And
okay?
at the end, the fact that fucking Khaleesi now is the strongest person in the entire fucking universe. She
Yeah.
has the DNA of every single fucking Avenger.
Stupidest fucking dumbest shit.
What is she like, rogue or
That is
something, or
fucking
what?
dumb.
What is her?
No, like she went into a fucking machine that
Uh-huh.
fucking
And
modified her DNA and
Yeah.
gave her the DNA of every single
everybody.
fucking
But
Avenger.
everybody.
She has everybody's power. Captain
And then-
Marvel, the
It, like,
Hulk,
morphs into them while
everybody.
she uses them. It's so like built for like a 5-year-old brain. It's like not even made. You're like,
Yeah, it's like I want to throw a punch like the Hulk. Here comes out the Hulk arm. Regular body, but a Hulk arm.
what are you fucking doing? She turned green. Oh my God, she's just like that. That's the Hulk. Oh my God, I get it.
She
Like,
has
oh,
Wolverine claws. Like it's literally every fucking power. She
Fucking
doesn't have
face pops
Wolverine
in her-
claws,
you're
but
like, what the fuck
she,
is going on?
she might as
And
well, bro.
And you know the funny thing is, on Amazon you have a competing series that is phenomenal. The Boys and
Oh,
Gen,
the boys
Gen V,
shits
yeah.
on the MCU right now, bro.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
and
Gen V.
Gen V
The
was
blue
fucking
shits on the
out
MCU.
chain. Yeah, I love Gen V. Gen V was like over, like, oh my God, it was so good.
Well, and then you have what is it, Invincible?
And Invincible.
Invincible,
Invincible's
there's
fucking
another
great.
one.
fucking amazing show.
So I mean, like,
So, yeah,
look
you
at
have-
what they're doing. That's what we want. And if you don't
Exactly.
if you don't know what to bring, we want certain characters. We want the X-Men. We want Doctor Doom. We want these characters. Stop giving us, you know, She-Hulk. Stop giving us Echo. We don't
Listen,
want
listen,
those.
I don't even mind if you give us She-Hulk.
If
For
they
me, it's
didn't
not so much
exist,
that I don't want to see this character. It's just if you're gonna give us a character, give me a faithful representation of that character. Give me stories that are interwoven and leading to a larger event or a larger big bad or something where I need to watch these movies to see where it's going. Post Endgame, I haven't gone to the movies to see a single fucking MCU.
Oh no,
film.
neither have I. Well, I think I've gone to
Before
one.
before that, I didn't miss a single goddamn one.
Oh,
No, I went to
could
see
say-
Spider-Man now. I went to see Spider-Man.
No, the Spider-Man movies, yes, and
Yeah.
then
Well, yeah, no, I saw that shit.
What-
You know,
the new
opening
Guardians
night,
movie,
but
I
after
went
that,
to the new Guardians, that was really good, actually.
What
That
they
was
should
I
actually
did see, I did
sit
see,
there
I
and
did see
do-
Guardians 3. Guardians 3 was
Yeah.
good.
that was good.
what they should actually sit there and do is take the lower tier characters and put them on to the service and build their mystique and everything, build their backstory and bring that up to the movie characters and intertwine everybody in that. They, you know, you have time where you can build it out for 8 episodes and whatever, you know. But if you want Captain America, you want, you know, the bigger players, have them on the silver screen. Just have the other characters.
They're using Disney Plus to give us the fucking Young Avengers, dude. Like, I don't want to see Ironheart, Kate Bishop, and fucking Miss Marvel. I don't give a fuck about them.
No,
And to
I
be
don't.
completely honest, if they're trying to appeal to a younger audience, it ain't working because my son loves The Boys. My
Oh,
son
yeah.
my son he's 13. He loves The Boys. He loves damn, he was telling me about another show that he started watching. He watches Gen Z. I mean Gen Z. Gen V.
What was V? What was
Damn, I think it starts with an I.
The
Bob.
Invincibles. Invincible.
yes, yes,
Yo,
yes,
those
yes.
are
Yeah,
It's the
that's a
animated
fucking
one on
great-
Amazon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Invincibles are
Bro,
Yeah,
the
he's
first
watching
episode
that
of that
too.
when Omni Man
showed
just
me a
fucks
clip.
up
There
their
was a-
entire Justice League.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
It's
holy
like a
shit.
father, like
Yeah, it's the father and
was
son.
it
The
super,
son,
father
yeah.
and son thing. And he showed me a scene with this train. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Oh no,
Oh,
that
the
show's
train
that's
scene, just
badass.
fucking holding him out there. The whole
Yeah.
fucking train goes by.
Everybody's
shit.
dead.
You know the
Oh,
problem I'm thinking is this is, and it's not just problem with MCU. It's problem with everything across Disney. Is that
I'm not
it
thinking
seems
that.
like they've lost the ability to tell a good story, and I don't know
Like,
why
like I
that is.
told you, bro, good story, good movie comes secondary. It's how do we interject our fucking politics into the shit? That's
Yeah,
that's
I could give a
Disney's
shit about
primary
that.
focus.
Everybody can give a
Dude,
shit about
they're
that,
talking
you know?
about possibly having Michael B. Jordan play Hercules. Have you lost your goddamn minds?
Shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
God.
weird shit that they try to do. Instead
And
of
like,
just
do you
making something
learn
good,
nothing?
But
Oh,
Do you
God.
learn nothing from your past box office bombs? Like, don't pretend like you don't know the fucking reason those movies didn't make any money. We know the goddamn reasons. Why keep doing it?
I mean,
Well,
it's
you
just,
know, I'm gonna say one thing. Like, I totally agree when it comes to like Marvel characters. Like, why are we here trying to like make everything different? I do, however, like how they took Disney characters like the Little Mermaid or like, and because it's representation. Like, many little black girls looked at her and were like, "Oh my God, she looks like me." Like,
Yeah,
there
but
was this
there's been a
beautiful.
black Disney princess since the
princess,
90s.
the Princess and the
Yeah.
Frog.
Yeah, but what if a girl is like, what if a black girl really likes the Little Mermaid, but she's represented as a white woman?
Well,
You
what
know,
if a
she's
black girl
represented as a
watches
white girl.
Mulan and she's represented as an Asian girl? She would change Mulan to black
Well,
too?
that's what. No,
what if a
I'm
black
just
boy likes Black
saying.
Panther? What if a
I'm
white
just
boy likes
saying
Black
that it's
Panther?
Who is
representation.
thinking?
Oh my God! Don't.
Representation.
Right, and
Representation
listen,
does matter
representation,
for
great.
children.
Great. Then
This
make
is
a
cute.
new Disney princess that is black. No one would have a problem with the new
Exactly.
They're fucking
princess.
lazy. They don't want to
Sorry,
make
I
it
don't
original.
understand why anybody had a problem making a mermaid, which is not a real creature, by the way. Black. Who cares?
Yeah,
Seriously.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
gives a
like
shit?
little,
It's like
like
it's a
Little Mermaid.
Scandinavian
I
folktale.
think,
Yeah.
like, I believe it was really pretty to see. Like, it was beautiful to see the video of like all of these girls. You know, like they were just looking at her and they were just saying that. First off, Chloe's fucking amazing too. Chloe Halle, whatever her name is. She has a beautiful singing voice. All the songs, she sang the shit out of them, and you know, it's nice to see. She's nice to see. Like, it's nice to. I have to show you guys the video. It's beautiful. Like, little girls were just watching this movie mesmerized. Like, they were just like, oh my, like they didn't expect her to be black. They thought, you know, the trailer first came up and they're watching it. You know, they're expecting the typical Little Mermaid, but then they see that they look like her, and she was like, the little girl looks at her mom, almost tears in her eyes, and she was like, oh, Mom, she looks like
That's
me."
wonderful. But listen, just make a
That's
new Disney princess that's
beautiful.
not the Little Mermaid. And if you want to make them black, make them black. If you want to make them Chinese, make them Chinese. You want to make them trans, make them trans. If they're a new character that hasn't existed before, hasn't been a certain way, then no one's gonna care. What about all the redhead
I don't know,
girls?
Tupac.
I'm sorry. I'm
They're
sorry. No,
represented by Ariel.
Agree to disagree.
So
Yeah.
fuck
For certain
redheads.
aspects. But Marvel characters, let's just leave them alone.
You can't make that argument for the Disney characters and say, "Oh, for the Marvel characters, no, they have
Yeah,
they
because
should be the
it's
same."
because that appeals
I'm-
Splitting hairs
to
now.
children. That's the children's audience.
What
Children
do
are
you
the
think-
future.
I am
we
a-
need
I
to
am-
we have to
So-
uplift them. We have to make them feel
Listen,
like
make,
Yeah.
make new
Fuck us,
characters
adults.
and
We're
make
already
them whatever
fucking
you
big.
want, and
Little
nobody will care. But you take an existing character that has been one way and then change it just for not for any good reason other than for the sake of changing it, and it's gonna piss people off.
But
Just
you don't
don't
have to. But
do
you don't
it.
have to recast characters. I mean, if you look at one of my favorite movies of all times is the Lord of the Rings series, and as an Asian male who's colored, there is not a single colored person in that entire fucking movie. Okay, but that's fine because they still were talking about like racism and prejudice between different factions. So yeah,
No,
even
we need a
though they're-
remake. We need a remake, and Frodo needs to be black for the representation, so young black boys can say, "Oh, look, Frodo looks like me."
Well, you know,
That's what we need to do.
that's what they did in the fucking Rings of Power series on Amazon.
They did.
And yeah, and people were like, what
They
the fuck
didn't
is
they
this?
didn't remake Frodo in the ring. They just added a dwarf.
No, but they had black elves, which, if you look in the book, like they are described as having pure white skin. And it's like, where did this motherfucker
But-
come from?
but
He's
see,
not the
but-
fucking
but
Well,
best
be,
Don't
looking
well,
look
well,
at this.
in my
hey,
life.
look, because if there can be half elves, there can be half elves. There could be elves that made it with
No,
black
but you
hair,
don't
black
understand.
humans.
But you
So
don't
who
understand the
cares?
That's what it
cultural
was.
significance of this story. Tolkien wrote this as a mythology for the Anglo-Saxons or for the people in Britain. So
Well,
they came
Tolkien
from
wrote
a
it like that
land-
because that was the world he knew. Okay,
Right.
yeah.
But it doesn't mean that, like, you know, you have to sort of hamstring something in it that need not be there. That's what I'm saying.
But they didn't change the character outside of the color of the skin. Who cares?
It's not the color of the
Well,
skin. It just I don't know.
It's that's what the person is. Like, if we took Blade and make Blade white, it doesn't make any
But
goddamn sense.
it
Blade is not
but it
white.
wasn't a but it
Yo,
wasn't
if
a
they
pre.
made Blade white,
Okay,
though, I'd
stop.
be
Wait.
kinda
But the black elf and the black they weren't pre-existing characters in the that we saw in the books or anything. So
Who?
it doesn't matter. The elf of color, shall we say? He wasn't
I think
in the
we should
movie.
move on from this topic.
Oh, and listen, but no. So I don't necessarily agree with them having him a character, but that bothers me way less than if he was a character that was something else before. Like, I've never seen him, so like you said,
No,
I
he
really
wasn't.
don't
He
care
didn't.
that he's
He,
black.
yeah, he didn't. He didn't exist.
He's a brand new character.
Yeah.
He doesn't bother me as much.
Well,
Okay,
Hey,
does anybody have a
honestly,
problem with Steve Young?
Honestly, the only movie that is represent like with black actors like acting white chicks. That's the only movie that had gotten away.
Yo, that was
Yeah, that
funny.
shit's
that
white
was a
face.
good
And
movie.
hello,
That was a
This
good
motherfucker
fucking
got
movie.
away with
Oh,
white
No,
face.
no, with Terry
White face.
Crews. I
Now
love
think
that.
about it. What about Tropic Thunder? Robert Downey Jr.
He
played
was
a
black.
black
Oh,
man who was
They
actually a
they
alien.
took heat
He
for
was
that.
the
They
white
they
one.
took
Yeah.
heat for that. Boy, did they take heat for
He
that.
got Jamie Foxx's blessing or some shit on it.
Yeah, but that was the whole point. It's supposed to be outrageous and funny
Right.
and Tropic
If
Thunder.
if I may say something, guys, it's almost we're an hour in and we haven't talked anything about what the topics are. So
yeah,
I
let's
think it's gonna be that guy.
All right, so let's go. Let's actually make this a
And the,
video
the
game
sad
podcast.
thing is, this is us sober having conversations. None of us are drunk, and we can't
Hey,
fucking
I
stay
look
on the
forward to
topic.
these conversations because I really look forward to
Oh,
having
she got the
you guys
White
and
Claw.
talking. Yeah. Well, all right, let's go. Let's actually move into a little bit of a gaming focused topic. I got a question from Alvador 816. He says, "Yo, question. I'm wanting to pick up Hogwarts Legacy. Does it run well on the Series S? I am not qualified to answer. Does anyone know about this? Either way."
I don't know from personal experience, but I'm pretty sure it does. Like, I when I watch the Digital Foundry videos, I don't remember them. I won't recall them
Yeah.
having any issues running it.
Yeah,
Given it like 1080p, it probably's fine.
Yeah, it's going to be low res, but
Yeah, 1080p performance, it'll probably run just fine.
yeah. I don't remember any issues coming up as far as the Series S is concerned with Hogwarts.
No.
I actually
Yeah.
just bought that.
On Series S or on the
The
on the
potato
Xbox?
can
It was buy two get one free through Target. So I got that for Spoken and what the hell was it? Resident Evil 4. So
Oh wow, good pickups.
these are both good pickups, man.
I might do it.
Then it wouldn't be for Series S.
no. My son has Series S.
If it's a physical copy, you'd have a hard time pushing that in there. Just
Yeah. I gotta have my.
That's
I'm
what she
going
said.
on a binge of physical anymore.
Don't try to make it seem like potatoes are not valid here, right?
super
Hey,
for
some of my
Christ's
best friends are potatoes. So
I'm talking about the Series S because remember
okay.
that story of the developer that was calling. He was complaining that like, oh, the reason why games can't. I forgot exactly who, but
Wait, was that
games
the
can
guy?
advance in graphics or like games are like lagging behind because
Because of the
of
Series S.
consoles like the Series S. It's a fucking potato.
I think there was like a guy working on what was it, Gotham Knights that like crapped all over Series S.
Yeah,
and,
but
Yes, that was it.
all those guys that have done that though, they were on the graphics side. They were on the they weren't even on the programming
talking
side.
about
So
shit
it's
they
like,
don't know.
dude,
Yeah, they
well,
just
I
talk
mean,
shit.
say what you will about that console. It is Xbox #1 platform for this generation up to now. So
All I
far.
know
Yeah, they
is
sold
that
like
my
70% of
you know
of
how
all
you can
Xboxes
name
sold
it?
with the S.
Yeah.
You can name your Xbox. So I named it Potato, and then my external hard drive is Cheese.
Right on.
Potato and
Why is it? Why
cheese.
is it that I have not been on Twitter for a month and I'm actually scrolling through it right now and it's the same shit?
It's like a soap opera.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
you
not
can
gonna
miss a week or
fucking
two
change.
and nothing happens. Okay.
You'll never
yeah.
miss
It's
anything
like the
ever,
running
ever.
days of our lives for the past 10 years. Like
I'm
nothing's
going
gonna
back to
change.
TikTok. I want to watch my
Just
dog.
the people.
All right, so let's get into one of the main topics tonight, and this is really the only time I'm going to be sharing my screen here for this one, but oh well.
Make sure you take the porn off before you share it.
Yeah,
that's
hide
the
your
best
bookmarks. Hide your bookmarks. Be sure to do
No,
that.
no, that's
You ever seen the clip of that fucking teacher? He's got his class doing work and he's on his computer and
You
he doesn't
gotta
realize the
X video
projector's
tab
on
up.
and he's scrolling through like fucking X videos and shit.
no,
Oh,
my
no.
tabs, my tabs is
You're
what's
gonna
going
hear
to.
that Pornhub video running in the back.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. My tabs is what's going to basically endear me to Hallmark, so we can get that license. You know, there we go.
It's like
Anyway.
it's like Fight Club when they're watching the movie and he interspersed a clip of porn.
He
And he goes,
said, "Oh wait, no, it's porn. Wait, I mean homework. That's worse. Oh no."
All right.
Why?
So,
Why? Send me your TikTok when you get a chance.
okay, I'll DM you the TikTok in 1 second. But so yeah, the nominees for Game of the Year were announced, and let's just go ahead. Okay, first before going into Game of the Year, let's talk about let's go to innovation and accessibility because Cerebral is pretty an expert on this and can.
I
speak
don't
on
give
this
a
very
fuck. They
well.
all suck. No, I'm kidding.
So the nominated games are Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6. So, Cerebral, what do you think?
I haven't played the two fighters, so I can't speak to them, though I've heard nothing but good things about those two as far as accessibility goes. Seriously, especially I from both Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. I will say that my personal opinion, because I wanted to play Hi-Fi Rush. It's a great looking game, great sounding game. They never fixed it so that I could get past the some of the the quick time events where you have to like B.
yeah.
And
there's
so
yeah, the
I
counters.
so that
Yeah.
that immediately throws it out of that category for me. I'm like, nope, sorry, done. So
What game do you wish was here but was not nominated?
oh, for accessibility? Is it?
for
Yes.
accessibility, probably Fallen or Jedi Survivor actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Huh.
Because Jedi Survivor is the one that kind of introduced the ability to drop the game speed down to like 70 or 50 or 30% for the fights and stuff, which allowed you to,
little
anticipate
bit
the hits
easier.
and stuff.
Mhm.
The fun part when you do that, by the way, if anybody's never done it, it actually throws off your timing because you're so used to having to react quickly that it actually throws you way off.
You screw up.
Yeah.
No, so,
Yeah.
so my question is, does Jedi Survivor, do they increase basically the error frame that you have? Like you have a longer time to put in that input?
Yeah.
Or is it where they actually slow down the game to a point?
No, they actually slow down the game, and you could set it to do it for the whole game, or you could set it just when I'm in a fight, drop the game down to like 70% or 50% or 30%.
See, me and Cerebral probably remember this because we're old enough to do this. But back in the day, they used to have a slow-mo on games for the NES and Super NES.
Yeah.
And you'd have to and all it was basically a macro that would hit pause repeatedly that would hit
Yeah.
select repeatedly over and
Yeah.
over again. So yeah. Remember back in those days, yeah?
Yeah. No, this isn't like that. But of the ones that are still there, I think it's probably going to go. It should go to Forza Horizon or Forza Motorsport rather.
What about Spider-Man 2? I heard there's a lot of accessibility options for Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, there's a lot
They
of
did,
options.
and I used them. In fact, they used that slow down sequence too, where you could slow the game down, 30, 70 or whatever.
Oh,
But there's one section that I can't do because I don't know if anybody's played the game, but there's one side quest you have to do where you have to follow this drone around the campus and you can never land or touch ground.
oh.
Oh,
And
yeah.
no matter how slow you make the game for the
Mhm.
for the gliding sequences, for most of them it works great. For this one, not so much. So
you
just on that alone, I'm going to give it to Forza. Yeah.
Oh, really? You're going to give it to Forza for this one, huh?
You
Hey,
don't
if
have to
I-
stay in your
if I-
glider though. You can swing as well.
Yeah, well, you can. I remember. But still, the idea
Oh,
of
I didn't
not
know if there is or
landing,
not.
the idea of not landing was very, and even with swinging, because the other thing it would do, I'd go to swing, and because it was slowed down, I would actually end up turning myself around and firing back the other way, going, "This isn't what I wanted to do," you know. So yeah, I just go
Uh,
ahead.
All right. Okay. So no, I mean, I was gonna say,
But they did a great job. I was able to complete the storyline and most of the side quests, so they did a great job. I just think that Forza, if they're going to get acknowledged for anything, get acknowledged for this.
well,
I
so
think it might even be their only nomination. I'd have to check.
Well,
What kind of
No, they probably got nominated
accessibility
for
like
best racing
options
game.
did they have on
Mhm.
Forza?
yeah.
What's
Why
that?
would you tip the hat to Forza?
What kind of
That's a good point.
accessibility options do you have with cells? Was that?
Accessibility options, they allow you to, you can have it basically. You can, the naysayers say it lets you just hold the button down and you can race and multiplayer, and you don't really have to do anything, which is not true. It'll actually time you out if you're not moving anything or doing anything. But it does. It makes it so you good and bad. It makes it so you stick to the race line a lot better. Not perfectly, by the way. On a sharp, high speed turn, your car is still going to go off into the dirt, but it helps you more
Physics
control
and
the
physics.
car and be competitive. It doesn't make it so that I'm going to win every race against you, but I will be competitive.
And you know what's really cool? What I feel like, to give the option for accessibility for people who need it, like
Yep.
it gives them a challenge too, because a lot of people with
Yep.
disabilities, need that stimulation and need that that extra time to practice hand-eye coordination, because that is beneficial. It's a good way to for example, if somebody had Parkinson's disease and they wanted to play video games and stuff, and there's certain accessibility options, like people with Parkinson's, they're recommended to do things like that are visually stimulating and things that require them for hand-eye coordination and everything, because it helps build the strength. It helps build strength to be able to pretty much basic adult daily life things that to do.
Oh yeah, I mean, like Michael J.
it's-
Fox has Parkinson's and he's got the shakes and stuff. So
Well,
I get
one,
I get an evil eye when I go to a bar and I ask for a martini in the Michael J. Fox style. That's shaken, not stirred.
Yo, that's great. I like that.
You know what's going to be a big game changer for all that shit is that fucking Neuralink that Elon
Yeah.
Musk is working on. That's going to be a big game
You know
changer
what?
for that
And
shit.
that Neuralink is something that I would actually fit the idea for my cerebral palsy. But darned if I know where to
Oh,
sign up for that
really?
shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I'm also going to say one thing that people don't realize too. With Forza Motorsport, they now have a blind person can play that game on a system now.
how?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How?
What?
With the controls I talked about. Plus, they have sound cues and stuff
Oh,
for when
wow,
they're
that is
near other
impressive.
cars and can pass and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I
Bro,
did not
if
know
you
that.
get beaten by a fucking blind dude, just fucking turn your console off, bring it to fucking GameStop. It's a wrap.
Just sell that shit. Don't even play video games anymore. Read a book.
I would love to hear the trash talk. It's like, I can't even see your ass and I still kicked it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
No,
then
but
he
you
starts
know-
trash talking. He was like, "My fucking blind ass fucking beat you anyway."
Well, it's funny because I go the other way because I play Call of Duty with my friends and stuff, and every once in a while I'll have just a trash game, and I'm like, they're all like, "Oh yeah, kicked your butt." Yeah, I'm like, you just beat a cripple, okay? You just what the hell, dude? You're proud of that, okay? Basically, you beat a
but
one-handed guy.
everyone's always gonna have a you'll probably fuck me up on Call of Duty one match. Everyone's
no,
always gonna have
I'm not always at the bottom of the leaderboard, but I'm always close. So yeah.
But wait, there's certain with your aim assist and everything like that, because
In multiplayer, there is no real aim assist. That's one thing about Call of Duty.
There is.
It's not that.
When you
not
choose-
really. It's more notable in single player than it is in multiplayer. You realize that I play this every day, right?
No, I know. I play Call of Duty every day too. And what I noticed is when you put obviously aim assist on, you put linear, and you put targeting like Black Ops, I went in a custom game with my friend. You could see when the reticle, like you could see the dot, it moves and it sticks to the person.
Yeah, not so much in Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, you're talking about 3. Sorry, I'm still a peasant. I'm on 2.
Well, you know, I got to say this
The
about the
TTK
accessibility.
is longer too in Modern Warfare. So like you really got to
Yeah.
sit there and be like, get
Well,
them.
Well, let me say this about this whole situation with accessibilities, and I'm actually very, very happy that they've started incorporating these in all these games and thinking hard about what they're going to incorporate before they release it, especially these AAA games, because everyone plays games for different reasons. Some people play to get pumped up and excited and on edge and be on their edge of their seats and everything. Some people play games to relax. Like I said, when I come home from a long day, the last thing I want to do is play a game that's high impact and I'm more.
Or see, I
jittery
was
than
the
I
opposite. I
Yeah.
used to have long days when I worked at the
Same.
schools, and I'd come home and play X-Wing versus TIE Fighter and blow the shit out of them.
See, I'm a total opposite, and so like I
I'm a
like some of these
stay-at-home
accessibilities
mom.
fishes.
I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids. That 2 of them are 4 years old. It's fucking chaotic in my house. Once those little fuckers go to bed, I'm playing Warzone. You would think I would sit there and play like Power Wash Simulator or something, like something relaxing and taking No, I'm there in Warzone like, you fucking piece of shit. Like, going crazy, like, you fucking get. Like, I'm here and then.
Taking out her
Or,
anger
like,
against her kids on people and fucking calling,
Yeah.
drop your pacifier again,
Like, in, like,
motherfucker. You don't want to eat your chicken
no, like,
nuggets?
no, instead, like, pick up that fucking chicken nugget from the floor. No, but, like, all of the shit that I, like, pent up with, like, my kids driving me crazy, I'm just taking it out on.
That's good
But
times.
even then, like, I talk to them on, like, proximity chat, like a mom, just to fuck with them. Like, they'll be like, oh, like, stop playing this game, bitch. Like, it's like, this is like, they just fucking talk shit because they know that I'm a female. And I'm like, yo, have you washed your ass? Like, have you went and, like, taken a shower today? I was like, maybe you need to go take a nap. It's okay. And they get so fucking mad, bro. They, like, get livid.
Don't you
Because
worry
I
about
start
my
talking to
hygiene.
them
What you
like a mom.
talking about?
No, but you're talking about people who have physical impairments, but there are also people who have like psychological impairments as well. Like, for example,
True.
people who have like anxiety disorders or major depressive disorders. So, yeah, well, they might not have a physical manifestation, but when they play some of these games, they don't want to get worse with their psychological state than they already are. So some of these accessibility features might actually help them.
Yeah, they actually
sort of
have.
calm
I
down.
don't know. Some games have. I guess you would consider them trigger warnings. Like if you're about to get into a fight, it'll tell you, "Hey, this is about to be a high impact, part of the game. That if you have certain mental,
Right.
that you can either skip it or just be aware that it's there. So it just
Yeah,
kind
like
of
with me, like I have ADHD combined type, and I have bipolar 2 disorder. So I get overstimulated quickly. Like if there's too many lights and if there's too many lights and like glare or like what's that called? Like motion blur and all of that shit, like it drives me fucking crazy. Like I can't, and I turn all of that shit off. Like my game looks like it's running on a fucking Xbox 360 because I take off every fucking feature and make it as bland as possible, but it's the only way that like I can actually play the game because some of the effects and everything like that, it's a little like it's overwhelming. They're overstimulating and when I'm here trying to like focus on killing a motherfucker, I can't because everything is fucking blurry. There's fucking like
look. I'm
trails
trying to
of
hack this
lights
body
and
up. Stop with the flashy lights,
Yeah.
okay?
yeah, like I'm here like, huh? What's that? And then they're here killing me. Like
Well,
Don't make
my
me want to
biggest
kill you
problem.
too.
My biggest problem is I have generalized anxiety disorder, and so like when I come home at night, I come home around 9 o'clock, and I go to bed around 11:30 or so, and it's like I can't if I don't find a way of like sort of winding down, I will never sleep, and sometimes I have to go into those accessibility features to sort of slow down the game so that it's just not like an over basically an overstimulation for me because otherwise I would never sleep at night if I played games before I went to bed and they were all high impact. I would definitely it would just drive. I'll get sick if I didn't. So there's benefits. I mean, I think that it's nice that they did it. I know back in the day, back with the NES, Super NES era, they didn't give a fuck. But it's good that they're finally thinking about everybody.
Yeah, they were like, we got your $50. Fuck it.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the next one. It's called
Bucket. 2 tiers in a bucket.
The next one is the action game, and we got Armored Core: Fires of Rubicon, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2. So
again, how does Hi-Fi Rush fall into? I guess compared to the others, though, it seems kind of tame.
I don't know. I was kind of surprised that Ghost Runner 2.
It's rhythm action.
Well, there is, but I'm just saying, pacing wise, it seems kind of tame compared to like Armored Core, which I love, by the way. Armored Core was my pick for this category.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's a shoo-in for that category. Like,
not Remnant 2.
Over Armor. I haven't played Armored Core, but I mean, it's FromSoft, and I mean, action games is kind of FromSoft's thing. I can't see
Armored Core
Remnant
is
2
not
taking
as
it.
action. Armored Core straddles the line between action and RPG. It is so menu heavy, and I wish Loke was here so he could, comment on this, but because he played it. But it is just menu after menu after sub menu after sub menu, and
did we play the same game? Did we play the same game?
No, because you have to go in and you have to go in and like change this thing up and go out.
Well, you can manage you can manage your tech, you can manage your mech, but yeah, it's not So that's just part of the mechanic. I mean, to me, that's not a problem. I like the fact that I can make it the way I need it to be for a certain fight.
But there are certain games that were definitely amiss here. Like the first one, as you said, was Jedi Survivor. Why wasn't Jedi Survivor in this situation? Lies of P would be another one. That would be like a Hail Mary one. Like a.
Well, Lies of P is action, but Jedi Survivor is action adventure.
Yeah, I mean, what is the difference? What is the difference between action and action adventure? That's my question.
Jedi Survivor had a story. I don't know what the fuck Lies of P had, except for going from fight to fight.
So Hi-Fi Rush doesn't have a story. Dead Island 2 doesn't have a fucking story.
Has a story of some sort.
I mean,
I don't know. I couldn't get that. I honestly couldn't get past the first boss in Lies of P. I tried. I mean, it was on Game Pass. I tried. I wanted it. It looked beautiful.
I think after the first boss, you get like a spirit to help you out. You get like a summon. You get like a phantom to help you out on future fights. I think it's pretty much standard after that one. I think I'm not using it, but
And full disclosure, the Armored Core, I had to have somebody log into my account and get me past that first boss because, the first mech they start you in is a piece of shit. But after that, I was able to build up my mech and buy new parts for him and buy new abilities and weapons and kick ass. So.
Well, I mean.
You want to know what game has good accessibility options?
What? We're not on that topic. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
They do.
I mean, it's like
you can put visual sounds. You can follow. It'll mark the footsteps and any gunfight.
What game?
Fortnite.
Oh, Fortnite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it has like so many ways that you can fine tune the game that you can play. Like I think,
but it doesn't have target assist or any aim assist or anything like that. It's missing.
Yes,
some
it does.
keywords. No, it doesn't.
Okay, so there we go.
Well, we need to have a side discussion about this because I don't know.
All right, here
I
we
need
go.
to show you my settings then.
This is going to be an interesting one. Best Action Adventure: Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Jedi Survivor, and Tears of the Kingdom.
That's going to be a hard one. That's going to be a tight category.
That's going to be an interesting one right there. So, again, any notable exceptions to anybody? Any notable snubs?
For action adventure?
I think Tears of the Kingdom is going to win.
I honestly could see a case being made for any one of those games winning. That's going to be a tough one.
Okay, so do you think the person who's going to carry this is going to carry Game of the Year as well?
No.
They're very parallel.
No, which is weird because I don't understand how that shit works. Right? Like, how can a game win best of its category, then not win Game of the Year. It's weird how it works.
Yeah.
Well, because Game of the Year is supposed to cover all or a multitude of categories. So,
Well, no, but like there'll be a game that it was like best, like let's say right here it's best action adventure, and let's say they gave it to Resident Evil 4, and then we go to Game of the Year, and then they give it to Alan Wake. Well, how the fuck did Alan Wake beat Resident Evil 4 for Game of the Year when it couldn't even beat it for best action adventure? And like
That's
weird shit
Well,
like that happens all the
because
time.
they focus on they look for specific things for other categories.
probably
Like
like
for
an
Game of the
overall
Year,
situation.
for Game of the Year, it's like they hit every point. Okay, so like
I
you
know,
think
I know
about
they have their
each
little description of
category.
what it is, but still, to me, that shit doesn't make any sense. Like,
but see, remember the vote. The vote.
Year,
But the final votes are the players. That's the issue.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
okay.
go. I'm
I
gonna draw a
don't-
line in the
I don't
sand and
think
say
they're
that Resident Evil
both
4 should
the
not even be
players.
in the category, though.
We'll
I
are we talking about
disagree
the Game
with
of the Year
that.
thing or
No,
talk about
this
game
action
or
adventure.
action
I
adventure?
I don't believe Resident Evil 4 should be in here. I don't think a remake should be nominated for anything.
Well, I don't think a
besides best
remake should be
remake.
nominated for Game of the Year,
Oh,
personally.
yeah,
Well,
definitely.
period. Yeah,
Well,
I'm
well,
not
someone
gonna
did
nominate
it.
for
Someone-
anything, but
it's
you
not
know,
it's not a remaster. It's a whole fucking game. Like they had to
Well,
make
but
it.
it's still a retelling of the same story.
Yeah, and versus
That's why a lot of people say, and someone mentioned it too in the chat, that like they should have a specific category for like.
Actually,
best
I said that.
no,
I said that when these
best
came out.
remake.
that would be a problem if we got to the point where we got a category
Yeah.
for that in the same year.
Well, especially
Well,
with
motherfuckers
me-
always making the same motherfucking games over and over
Well,
and over.
with-
Might as well.
well, with me,
Oh,
with me, it's a matter of years like this where there's a lot of Game of the Year
the original
contenders
stuff. Yeah.
that they really should have shoved off the remakes into their own category. You know,
I mean, I just think if,
I mean, how many
if the
remakes
game
are
was
we
good, the
doing?
game was good. Like Dead
Yes,
Space was great. Resident Evil
Salvador
4 was great.
okay.
Oh, I
See,
love that.
And
I
we
love
shouldn't
Dead
say we
Space.
shouldn't
I
say
love that
fuck
space,
all the
but-
devs that worked on those games.
No,
Too bad,
no,
so sad.
That's not what it is. That's not what it
we're
is.
saying. That is not what we're
That's
saying. We're
not
saying
even
to fuck
close.
off. We're
Not
just
even
saying,
close.
like, hey, I mean, shameless plug. I made a video talking about this myself, but for me, when it comes to Game of the Year, I respect a remake that does a very good job, but I love that space. But I still don't think it should be nominated because there's a lot of good original titles that came out this year, and I think for the original games, you should give them their flowers on being awesome. Not saying just because they didn't get nominated, Resident Evil 4 is terrible. It's just that hey, a lot of good stuff came out that are built from scratch, so to speak. I know sequels not built from scratch, whatever, but it's not a retelling of something, even with a new coat of paint. And the only exception I personally would have would be Resident Evil 2 and Final Fantasy 7, just because of the generation they came from and how much of an alteration those games experience, especially Final Fantasy 7. Because I think some people brought that up, like, well, what about Final Fantasy 7? Like, that's you go from
Final
PS1 to
Fantasy
PS4.
VII, but no,
Yeah,
but
that's-
Final
The
Fantasy
remake-
VI-
the
If
remake
you're gonna
of Final
say,
Fantasy
hold on, time out.
VII
If you're gonna
was
say that Resident Evil
beautiful.
4 doesn't work because it's a retelling, so it's Final Fantasy 7.
I mean, that's fine too. Like, if someone said, don't put that in there, like, okay, cool. Like,
yeah, but
if
think
someone
about
said,
it. The
don't
original
deserve it, I'm
Final
like, that's
Fantasy
fine too.
7 was fucking.
But
The
at the
original
same
Final
time,
Fantasy 7. You know how it looked like. So
I
imagine.
just think the whole point of the
finally
award is to
see
give
the city,
flowers and
like-
accolades to the devs that work on these games, and whether it's a remake or not. If the devs did a good job, they should still get,
But you end up
Yeah.
snubbing like Hogwarts. You end up snubbing Jedi Survivor.
But is it,
Yeah.
What about
is it
those devs? What about
snubbed
those
if
devs?
if that game
Starfield.
deserved to be their best? Like,
Starfield.
should we give a game that's not a
No,
remake
Starfield.
that spot if it's not as good as the remake?
If they're terrible games, I understand. But as someone else said, there's a lot of good stuff that came out this year. And at least when it comes to Resident Evil 4, I'm like, you already just remade what's already an amazing title and you just put it out again. Not saying they didn't do anything different with it, but I'm like, it's already had its flowers from being one of the best games ever from all the generations and remasters and HD remakes and original release. I'm just like,
Yeah.
you got your
That's
flowers.
like-
You got your
that's like-
flowers.
That's like 2 years from now when Sony remakes God of War 2018 because you know they're fucking gonna do it.
Yeah, then you put it back
You
on
know,
the
and then
roster.
you put
I'm
it out,
like,
and
Those-
we-
those
you
Or-
got your
or-
flowers.
Or The
Now,
Last of Us
the
Part 2, the
remakes are-
23rd edition.
You already, yeah, like
Well, here's the strange
all
thing.
the
We have
police are gonna eat
two
that
types
shit
of
up.
remakes that are going on, right? We have the remakes where it's a one-to-one,
yeah.
exactly the same game. Like Demon Souls is a remake, but it's the fucking same exact game. Nothing's changed. The Last of Us Part 1 is a remake, but it's the same exact game.
Nothing's
Nothing's
changed.
changed. Whereas Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 are not the same exact game. Final Fantasy 7, not the same exact game. So this industry's kind of fucked up. It's using remake the
Very
same
much
for
so.
things that aren't the same.
Yeah, I usually just put remake in the category of like it's an overhaul by either gameplay sections throughout or the story being told, and remasters just like prettier graphics, but the exact play by play, like Last of Us is exact play by play
Yeah,
of the
but
game.
like these PlayStation, quote unquote remakes, they're technically remakes because they had to rebuild them, but they're essentially remasters, just prettier versions of the existing game, even though they had to rebuild the game.
Well,
Yeah.
and you know, something else I could do with this category is this as well. Like, you can have your game of the year, but then also this category should be like something that doesn't have the same freaking games as game of the year, because it doesn't make any sense. Maybe make this like the lower tier version. Like, game of the years are for your ultra triple A's and what really phenomenal games, but then there should be games that were maybe not as good as some of those guys that made game of the year, but good action RPGs or good, you know, adventure games that deserve sort of a mention. You know,
I get what you're saying, but I don't know if I can get behind that. Like, I understand, but like if the game of the year is also really good action adventure, it makes sense to put it in the action adventure category. But I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
because it's like it's a redundancy, and like it doesn't make any sense to me. And like I personally think,
Yeah, Elden Ring won like 300 awards or something like that. Just
like,
being nominated multiple times.
it doesn't make sense. I mean, in the sense that, like, you know, First of all, Resident Evil 4, personally speaking, was a great game, but I don't think it should be there because the story was exactly the same. Final Fantasy 7, I can understand because the story, they actually went in and they actually changed the story up. Resident Evil 4, they really didn't do anything. They just gussy the graphics. And Resident Evil 4, even on like the prior gen stuff, didn't look that bad, comparatively speaking. You know that, and it just doesn't make any sense for them to be there. And I think that, for example, they should have pulled Resident Evil 4 from here and have put in Hogwarts, because I think Hogwarts deserves some sort of mention in this category. They did phenomenally well.
I think when it comes to Hogwarts, the fact that it's not anywhere in the show altogether is just a huge disappointment. And it's not like it's a terrible game too. It's so like what I think IGN said, 12 million copies in 2 weeks. It has a pretty good score on Metacritic. So, and it's well received from critics and fans alike. I'm like, it's completely absent from the Game Awards.
You got to think about it. It's gaming journalists that make up the panel that choose the nominees, and they are woke as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm just like, I'm disappointed.
They weren't going to give anything to fucking Hogwarts.
Well, they didn't want to touch it because of the political nonsense. And
I understand,
but that is bullshit. It's a game that people put their blood, sweat, and tears
They were
into.
like, the Game Awards are supporting a freaking like what she do? Like,
they're supporting transphobes.
I don't.
Yeah, she said some wild fucking shit. But people, I just feel like I like, she said some wild shit.
She didn't say
she's tripping out. Anyway,
reality.
But she's an old head too. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of people from, you know, past generations, they have a certain mindset. Like, I talked to my dad about transgender. You know, he has his opinions. He'll be like, I don't know what's going on there. But all I know is that, like, all I know is that, like, with oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Oh, like,
it's okay.
Yeah, Hogwarts. Like, they want, like, I can separate the art from the artist. You know,
I think that
and this is the studio that created the game, not that bitch.
J.K. Rowling had nothing to do with the making of this game.
Being an IP owner, she did nothing with the product, as far as everyone else is saying. And
she even distanced herself from taking profits from it too. She even said, she says, "Look, I won't even, you know, I'm not even going to accept things from this."
But she was
it's a clown world we live in today, where people are just extreme with everything. And it was just an extreme overreaction to the shit that she said. Because honestly, the shit she said shouldn't have affected this game. She wasn't involved with the game. And it was sad for people that wanted to boycott it, because there are millions of people who love that world, grew up reading the books and watching the movies, and were like, dude, I want to fucking play this game. Like, who
here's the thing, too.
Away from me.
All the drama they made coming up to the launch of this game actually fed into the hype of the game.
Of course.
I'm serious.
The game's in the news every day. Congratulations, dumbasses. You are giving the game free publicity.
Of course you did.
The sad thing about, I don't even want to get into the rabbit hole what happened, because that was a whole episode on Twitter, but it's just like, you guys are going after people for enjoying video games. They are sending death threats and harassment. I'm just,
That was ridiculous.
what are?
Oh, yeah.
How you gonna call somebody bad, but you shooting the guy like stop being evil, but you're murdering a dude right there. You're evil. Like, that's what I'm just like. It was just a total shit show about how people were reacting. But yeah, just overall, like it's disappointing that it's not there. But I'm not surprised. But I'm just wow.
I know where I drew the line was when people started going, well, if you play the game, you're a homophobe. If you play
You're
the
an
game,
evil
it's
person.
like, what? Stop it.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
and I can say this: I'm not even a Harry Potter fan, and I actually enjoyed that game. That game was
Oh, yeah.
genuinely fun. You know,
It was so well put together. It really
Yeah.
was.
For me, it's a template of what they should do, in my opinion. Warner Brothers should do to like bring the Lord of the Rings back out. In my opinion, they could take the kind of the engine that the game is built on and start going crazy with it. In my opinion, because it's just so amazing how it interacts and how it plays. It's great. I could see them doing an open world thing like that with it. Be nuts.
okay, so we do have a
Warner Bros. Is a
question.
bunch
for
of
the
great IP that they should be adapting into video games that would easily, meld well into this medium.
Oh,
But I don't know why they haven't been doing it. They've been pretty much Batman and exclusively Batman. It's like, dude, you got way more than Batman.
Batman and Mortal
Well,
Kombat. Yeah.
Well, you heard that there's rumors that are floating around that Wonder Woman is not going to be
Starfield, no.
it's going to be like a live service
Oh, yeah.
game
Yeah,
apparently.
I know.
Fucking
Yeah.
A, man. Why? Why?
Because it's
Yeah.
Warner Brothers. That's what they want. That's what they want. They said last week they wanted to do live service games.
It's okay. And remember, the more microtransactions you pay in that game, the smaller her outfit gets. So I'm just saying,
Exactly.
Commodore 867 has a great question down below.
So it's like this, you have to
yeah,
pay a certain
so-
price of money to get the front end
Yeah,
invisible.
yeah.
Then you have to pay the other half of the money to get the back end of the plane invisible.
I
That's
for the
what's up.
Starfield question, it just
Mhm.
didn't blow people away like people were expecting it to, and it just there's a lot of the criticism that came to it even as I'm trying to play it now because I was swearing it off after, as I said earlier, trying to finish a quest and the NPC's bugged out of bounds. I can't finish the quest.
So we got 25 people. We got 25
It's
people.
not a bad game. It doesn't have the same feeling of exploration and adventure that Skyrim and Oblivion and all those other games did because of the constant.
No.
having
But
to-
it
to
should have
load.
been at least nominated for the soundtrack. The soundtrack is
Oh yeah,
still-
that's the one that had me confused. I was like,
Yeah.
it's not even in the soundtrack. What is?
Not
Yeah,
completely.
that
Was it
sounds
not
bad.
nominated for anything?
No, I think it got best RPG or
It got nominated for best RPG, which is not going to win.
Win.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
definitely
God.
not
nominated for best
Oh
RPG.
no!
No
you got both. It's up there.
way.
Baldur's
Right.
Gate is going to sweep anything it's
Oh,
in.
oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
Baldur's
much.
Gate's
Yeah.
gonna do
I
that.
agree.
There's nothing.
But
I don't think so.
Oh
I
yeah.
really think that
I
I
think
feel
so.
like Starfield being the underdog, they're gonna win that shit. People are gonna be
No,
surprised
that
when
dog
they
that
fucking
dog's
win.
getting
Listen,
buried. That
darling,
dog's getting
darling,
buried.
Starfield
They just-
isn't
Whatever,
as good as
Paul.
Bethesda's previous games, and Baldur's Gate 3 is
Okay,
like the best
let me-
RPG that studio has
Let
ever
me say
fucking
this
made.
as well. Let me put this in perspective here. They
Go ahead.
I don't know
just
why people hate
announced.
Starfield so much. Like, what's
No,
the
it's
beef?
not that
No,
we
no,
hate.
we don't
It's not
hate
that
it.
anyone hates
It's just-
Starfield.
Oh, I love
It's
the
just-
hell out of Starfield. I've got like
But
200 hours in the
you
gym.
can't.
No, not you guys in particular. I'm just saying.
No,
in
no,
general,
it's
like,
not
people
Starfield
really
that's-
fucking
it's
hated
not that-
game.
No, it's not that it was Starfield was bad or Diablo was bad or anything was bad per se. Those were good games, but you can't stop the juggernaut that is Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, Baldur's
Don't
Gate
for-
is a whole nother level.
You're right. Like, I mean, you look,
Well, I
that's
haven't
like-
played it
that-
yet, but it's coming out
Oh,
on
that's-
Xbox, so then
but
I guess
that's-
when it
that's-
does, I
that's-
will.
Yeah, that makes it harder
No,
for
but
you.
I think when it comes to the Elder Scrolls 6, that will be the game, because I think by
If-
design, the way that game is going to be made, it's going to alleviate itself of a lot of the problems that Starfield had.
Yeah. There's I don't want to get into it, but like
Where's
there are some just
Cody?
old elements in Starfield where it's like, you guys haven't really aged or
gonna
caught with the
look at that.
times, but we won't have to worry about everything being segmented off into 1,000 worlds and 100 star
Right.
systems. It's all on one big map, so that's definitely one of the issues I take with Starfield.
Well,
But yeah,
basically, Baldur's Gate 3 is this year's version of Elden Ring. Elden Ring took pretty much everything that year. Same thing
Yeah.
as with Baldur's Gate 3. It's gonna
Well, yeah,
happen.
no,
There's
it's
way.
unstoppable.
Yeah, but Baldur's
Pretty
Gate
much.
3 has a narrative, though. I still haven't found the one for Elden Ring, but you know.
oh my god, here I'm
You
gonna
can't even play fucking Elden Ring. What are you
Bro.
talking about? You
You
didn't
know the
you
way
got
these
found-
Miyazaki's
no.
games work, Paul. You need
You
to
have to
fucking pick up that
read.
leaf over there, look on the underside, and there's some scribbled bullshit, and then go over there and pick up that rock and see the scribbled
Oh, no.
bullshit on that.
That
and
and
you
Paul
need to
has
figure
got to
out the
fucking stop
story.
dying
That's
for
the way
with
the
it.
Miyazaki works games.
No, but the problem with
Yeah.
Paul is
I'll
Paul
link you
comes
right
out
the
of the
video. He'll tell you.
the problem with Paul is Paul doesn't have time to get into the story because every time he comes out of that fucking castle, he dies. You know, so
Oh, no.
I actually got further. I honestly put like 60 hours into that game trying to play it. I couldn't get past any of the quote bosses.
okay,
Yeah,
well,
like,
And I
when you're
still couldn't
playing-
figure out any narrative or story that was going on besides go here and kill this, go here and kill this.
You figure it out for yourself by reading.
You gotta-
that first guy on horseback.
Oh, the
I
Tree
actually got
Sentinel?
to the point where I could take him pretty well, actually.
Tree
okay.
Sentinel guy.
I tried being like a hard ass and being like, no, I'm gonna fuck him up, and then I'm gonna play the rest of the game. After like 3 hours, I was like, fuck that asshole. I'll come back when I'm OP.
Ooh, I got him.
Oh shit! No, dominance level 1. It didn't
let me
work.
tell you something about Baldur's Gate 3. They just this week, I think on Wednesday, announced a re-release of the deluxe version, or they're doing a deluxe version for $80, and it comes like bundled with a couple of crap things. You know, they released it for the Xbox, PlayStation 5, and PC, and it's being released in January, and that shit's already sold out.
I'm not-
And we're gonna
It's
get
all
a
gone.
drop date. We're gonna get a drop date for the Xbox during the Game Awards, actually.
Yeah,
for
Like
Baldur's
it's
Gate
not
3.
it's not
It's
my
out
style
the
of
door,
game, and I didn't
trying to-
personally play it, but I do know that it is so good that other developers looked at it and they said,
So-
"Hey, don't expect us to be doing anything
Yeah.
like that, guys.
How
Well,
did
the guy
you-
that-
That's not normal, guys. We
No, no.
don't think we're gonna be doing that shit."
Yeah.
that sound?
Yeah, that was
That-
who,
Al-
and it wasn't any developer. It was people like fucking from,
So,
and it wasn't any fucking developer
Breaking up
either. It was like developers from like Naughty Dog, and
Your
it sounded
mic
like
is
key developers are coming out like,
dying
we can't do that shit. Like what the
Well,
fuck
here's
do
the
you-
thing. Like with Baldur's Gate 3, I actually had access to it for over 2 years before it launched because I pre-ordered it.
Mhm.
So they actually used the pre-order audience as they're testers, they're beta testers, because we were going,
That's
okay,
what
this
it's
is
gonna
broke,
do.
this is broke. So by the time it released, it was pretty clean, because they had 2 years with thousands of people with their hands in it.
Yeah, and that's what everyone's saying, that they just no other
Yeah, but you're
game
not
would ever
using
have
aspects,
that. Would never
Right.
have that. So yeah. So let's go into
I-
best.
if I can hijack this real quick, Alvador asks, should there be a separate category for Souls, like with all the Souls like that are coming out?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it got that bad and a lot of people really like the Souls like games, then probably you could make a Souls like category. But some people like to smash into action adventure because not every Souls like is going to be worth talking about. So having a category dedicated to it probably wouldn't really make much sense.
Plus,
but,
what's all going to be in there? Okay, FromSoft, their top 3 titles are going to be in that shit.
we got
Yeah.
Lies of P. I'm
Yeah.
blanking out so hard. Elden Ring, Tree DLC, or some crap.
Yeah.
Lords of the Fallen. We did get a lot of Souls. Like, never mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But in the same year would be an issue,
Oh, yeah.
Before we go into the next category, I want to say to everybody in the chat, thank you for showing up. And if you're enjoying what you're hearing, please hit the like and subscribe. So,
And if you're not enjoying what you're hearing, do it anyway. Just fake it out, okay? Just fake it till you
and
make it.
breaking news, but breaking
being
news
online.
off of Twitter. By the
Yeah,
way, breaking news.
Because that's where we all get our news from.
Yeah, of course, because that's
We
the
gotta
most
have a
reliable-
breaking news sound like
that's the most reliable thing, right? Sony has gone ahead to officially announce The Last of Us Part 2 remastered.
All right.
Oh
so
my God.
I'll
Dear
talk
God.
to y'all later. I'm logging out for tonight. Let me go.
Do you
ahead and
guys hear me
turn
now?
off and
Yes, I do.
Yep, I
Yes.
hear.
Okay, thank you.
They said, fuck it, we gotta jump ahead of this right now. Oh, yeah, congrats. Yeah. Did they say the price? Hey, they announced the price.
It's going to be a full $70, dude. I'm telling you, it's going
What the fuck
to
is
be.
there to remaster? That's my question. What the fuck is there to
I don't know,
remaster?
From what I saw on Twitter, they're adding a bunch of shit to it. It's
They're
not just
adding
the
to it.
game. Like there's a bunch of extra
So,
early
let me-
development levels you're gonna be able to play.
All right.
And a roguelike mode.
Yeah,
No,
I'm trying to
no return
find
roguelike mode. I don't know how the fuck that works, but it's gonna be
Last
like
of
the
Us
game
2
plus.
remaster. Okay, let me hijack for a quick second. This is
Go for
what someone uploaded. So the edition, this is from the website description. It includes the remastered full game, blah blah blah, 300 rewards, native PS5 enhancements, built for PS5 console, host of graphical improvements, visual and performance now outputs 4K in fidelity mode, improved loading, full DualSense, no return mode, a roguelike survival mode, new
I'm
ways to
dead.
play. Delve deeper into this. Lost Levels lets you explore early development versions of 3 new levels not seen in the original. Enjoy hours of new developer commentary. Live up your musical potential with a guitar free play. Oh yeah, they had the little guitar mini game, so that'd be interesting.
Oh,
to
I've
watch
seen
it
some
close.
incredible songs done with
Yeah,
the fucking guitar original.
this-
Like, how the
this-
fuck people do that?
Descriptive audio, speech to vibrations have been added as accessibility features. The remaster also features brand new unlockable character and weapon skins for players to use for both Ellie and Abby. The game progression required to unlock and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, check
So,
this out. They
yeah.
just announced this shit too. Hold on.
And it's
Let
coming
me
out
get it.
January 19th. God
Sure.
damn.
I
We
do like
still-
this. This is they're going people going, well, you know, GTA had people buy the same game 12 times, and Naughty Dog's over here going, hold my beer. You know,
Well, it's like they got the what is this called? The Whiff Edition. Does everyone see that? The Whiff Edition. This is the
The wolf.
steelbook case with game features. 47 total. Society of.
Let me pull up my own Twitter page. So I can read.
he's
Yeah, there
really
we go.
quiet.
Yeah, he's fucking speaking in a fucking urinal.
Got a 4 enamel pins.
Oh,
Washington
no.
Liberation patch. So a whole bunch of crap. So there you go.
He's sitting in a
return,
porta potty
lost
trying to
levels,
talk.
Guitar free
Well,
play,
so
get
this
all
is-
enhancements, dual
So
sense,
this is him
and
wearing his glasses, having to
And
lean
s-
closer to the screen.
Can I say this? And can I say this? And still
Please.
no factions, and we got to charge for this game again. So they released the game first time with no multiplayer. They're doing a re-release with no multiplayer. How much is this going to cost? How much is this going to cost?
You know this thing is gonna be $80
Yeah,
minimum.
it's gonna be full price, dude. If The Last of Us Part 1 remake was, I mean, that was a remake, but still, if that was $70, I can see this being fucking
You can-
$70. They're gonna charge it. People are gonna fucking pay it.
What?
Well, no, they do have an upgrade path that they just.
I
announced
just
as well.
tweeted it.
Yeah,
I
it's a
just
$10.
retweeted about the announcement,
Yeah,
and I
that's
said
cool.
like in Spanish, I was like, "Yo, y'all love." Well, I was like, I wrote, "Y'all love this fucking IP." Fuck.
Like,
Yeah,
but
because
Like,
with Ghost of
people love
Tsushima,
this shit.
there wasn't an upgrade path for Ghost of Tsushima. If you wanted the PS5 version, you had to buy the fucking director's cut, which was a whole
Right.
$70. So
Yeah, there
it's
was
nice
a
to have
whole
an
mess
upgrade
about
path.
that. Yeah, there was a whole mess.
Okay,
about
so
that.
they say that players that purchase this title can do a $10 upgrade on the PS5 remaster. So they got that.
So they gotta buy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got the
Mm.
PS4 version. So if I wanted, I mean, it's what they've done before
yeah.
with their previous titles. So but I'm
But
guessing
I
if you
think-
don't have
Not
it,
all of them though, but they've done
Well,
with
some of
some.
them,
I think
yeah.
it should be the standard for all, at least for
Did
first
they
party
do it for
games.
Final Fantasy VII?
They did a free upgrade for Final Fantasy VII, I believe, and I think
Oh
that's very
shit, that's
interesting.
cool.
Yeah, they
Oh.
can do like Xbox, where they just don't charge at all.
Yeah, they could do that. Yeah, they could.
But okay,
That's
so
not
they're
much.
gonna add story content to it. You said there's gonna be new story content to it, right?
I don't
Yeah,
know about
that-
new story
it's an
content.
addition-
additional-
Three
Lost Levels.
three
is what
early
it's
development
called.
levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's under Naughty Dog has a little bullet point: no return roguelite, lost level, dev commentary, free guitar play, graphical enhancements, dual sense, and more. And then there's a whole dog blog
So I
for
mean,
it.
it's more than just a standard game, but I mean, I at this point, dude, I'm done fucking getting annoyed by the shit. Like this is what they've been doing since the PS3 days. Like PS3 was The Last of Us, and then we got the remaster with PS4. So like this is just what they do.
Literally,
You got a
No,
PS4
they're
game,
basically
they're gonna
but
remaster for
they're
PS5.
following Nintendo's example. But the problem with
This
the
is
people
Skyrim
justify
GTA. Let's be like
Nintendo's
that.
releases because the Wii U pretty much was DOA, you know. And so nobody really played some of these really good games on the Wii U, so that's why they ported it over to the Switch. That and the fact that people were double dipping like crazy.
You can also import your saves. Cool.
But here, it's like the game was good, and the PS4 was a really good console, so a lot of people played it. And they're talking about graphical improvements. What graphical improvement? What are you going to be able to show me or show graphically better on this version that you couldn't do on the previous version? I don't know. It seems like
Enhanced graphics, including 4K output fidelity and 1440p upscale performance mode and unlock frame
I mean,
rates.
no matter
Increased-
no matter what it is, no matter what they charge, if
People
you've
can
already
buy it.
played the game and don't want to buy it, you don't have to. Like if someone's
That
just bought a
too.
PS5, it's their first PlayStation, and they want to experience The Last of Us Part 2, why the fuck would they buy the PS4 version when there's now a PS5 version? So
Exactly.
that's
because it's
this version is
cheaper.
for them.
Because
so-
it's cheaper, maybe.
Well, now they have options. Aren't we always saying the options are good? Like, listen, I'm probably not going to buy this. Well,
Yeah.
for the $10, I might upgrade, but even that's like a stretch for me. I don't know if I'll do it. But I don't. It's not for me. I've already played the game. It's for new people, and nobody has to buy it.
All I want to say is that I've been asking for like a Resistance remaster, Jack and Daxter remaster. Get The Last of Us.
No
2.
soup for you.
This is all we can have.
I'm not saying they shouldn't do that shit too. They should, and I think people would be less negative about these announcements if PlayStation had given us a fucking roadmap for what we have to look forward to in the future. But since there's no roadmap, people are like, "This is what we're getting next." What the fuck are you doing over there?
I just ran from my kitchen because I heard that someone said that they should remake Jack and Daxter, and I wholeheartedly agree. That game is a fucking gem. I played the shit out of that on the PS2.
I would prefer a full-on reboot of that franchise.
Oh, yeah,
over
definitely.
a remake
Oh
of
my
the
god, Jack and Daxter was so fun.
No,
And if they remade that shit,
that shit was ahead of its time. I remember when they first showed it at E3, they had all these characters, and it was like Disney in its level of production. And the fact that you could go from one end of that world to the other end of that world almost seamlessly, that was like mind blowing for the time, right?
Dude, it was like semi-open world. In fact, was it Jack 3?
Yeah, technically it was like even Jack and Daxter, like that was one of the first games that I experienced like, whoa, I can literally go in any fucking like
direction.
In the beginning when you're at I forgot the name of the island, but you can go into all the huts, you find stuff. Like I never had experienced that at the time, you know, like I was like, oh shit, this game is legit.
Yeah, the thing is, Naughty Dog is doing this thing where they're doing these more realistic games, and you know they think that they're these great storytellers and shit. So we're not going to see cartoonish games from them probably ever again because they think that they're this amazing thing.
Well, Naughty Dog is not the only one.
I don't like your negativity.
Well, Sucker Punch is another one because I would love
I'm
a
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper, yeah, a new Sly Cooper one. I mean, I think Sly Cooper was also ahead of its time for what it was offering, and the gameplay loop was just downright fun. And to this day, if I get a chance to play it on an older hardware, I do play it. I mean, I love it.
And I don't see why there's a reason not to do it. I mean, we see that Insomniac's had success with remaking Ratchet and Clank and bringing Ratchet and Clank into the modern day. So why not do it with these other franchises? It's not like, oh well, we're not going to do it because
they're not over the shoulder sad. That's no, I'm joking.
But wasn't Ratchet and Clank like didn't it just break even from what I heard? I think it was like okay, it was critically successful, but I think that when you put pedal to the metal, the actual sell through it broke even, and that was not, of course, what Sony wanted. So yeah.
Oh my god.
Right.
What's that doing?
I mean,
you know what's funny? You guys were just complaining about remakes and shit. Now everyone's here like, oh, remake this, remake that. I want this remake. I want that remake.
If you're gonna be putting time
remake a game that came out fucking years ago. Don't remake the same fucking game every 2 years. That's the whole point.
So I guess
where's the original Splinter Cell remake?
Yeah, exactly.
These motherfuckers have been talking about it. They've been talking. They had that whole presentation about it. Like how long ago? Hyping everybody up, and then they disappear.
Those fuckers have been fucking whoring Sam Fisher's ass out all over the place, making this thing.
Exactly. In X-Defiant.
Not even in
X-Defiant, for example, it's Tom Clancy's like certain characters, I guess from his books or whatever, or whatever games. Like it was in X-Defiant. Like you can choose the characters, and those characters had primarily like skills to like for stealth and sonar and fucking they had the freaking goggles, like, you know.
Yeah.
So
well,
they had Splinter Cell coming out of every motherfucking crevice. Where's the game?
One was Splinter Cell, one was what do you call it? What the hell's the ones in the fucking cities?
Division?
The Division, Splinter Cell, and I forgot the third one, but it was just it was 3 franchises, and you pick a character from one of the franchises, and then it was just fucking
What, Rainbow
online
Six?
multiplayer.
X
I played the
Defiant
demo.
used the
Rainbow Six,
Division.
yeah.
You just remembered. I just remembered. X Defiant used the Division characters.
Yeah, it's just the 3 different. That fucking game sucked though. I like to play the demo or the beta, where the fuck it was. I was like, yeah, no, this shit sucks.
You said the
But
same that, Chief.
The Division 2 was pretty good. I really enjoyed the Division 2.
I mean, let them take their time. Let them take their time making the game. Because I really would appreciate them releasing it. You know, obviously, there's always going to be a patch or two here. There's Splinter Cell remake. Like, I hope that we're not hearing from them because they're fucking working on it and it's going to be a
I doubt
banger.
it.
No.
Damn.
No. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
in the same vein, if they're gonna make a
I
remake,
know.
do a remake.
What's going on with you guys today?
What?
Today's
What's wrong?
Friday. We're supposed to be drinking. Everybody's kind of like on a
I
down,
drank-
negative
I-
mood,
No,
like
I drank
talking
my
about
last
games
beer
not
yesterday,
working out.
yeah.
I started my vacation today, so
My question
I'm
is,
getting
if they're
spanking
gonna make a
right now.
You
remake,
gotta be
Different.
positive, yo. That remake
No,
is
no.
gonna be fire.
my question
No,
is,
I
if
don't think it'll be trash.
The
I'm just
remake's
like,
not
oh, they should
announced.
have- see that resources put elsewhere, though. You know.
but if they're gonna do remakes, why don't make the Bloodborne remake that everyone sort of wants?
Thank you,
Like,
you.
that's the
Come
remake we want.
on.
Where the fuck is it?
on.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, fucking, they couldn't
Trying
hand
to
that
hear
shit
the
off
old
to Blue
blood in
Point.
4K.
Like, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Like
the thing
Blue
that-
Point could clearly easily handle a Bloodborne remake.
Like, I really feel that next year the first game Sony's gonna announce from their first party is a Ghost of Tsushima remake. I guarantee you. I'm almost positive. That's
No, we already got that, bro. We got Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, which is a PS5 version.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, they're probably
Yeah.
gonna still do a fucking remake. Of it.
They're gonna find a
And they
way.
add
I'm waiting for
Yeah,
that.
They'll find a motherfucking way. Don't worry.
Or a
Yeah.
fucking Uncharted.
Well, we're
3
gonna get a
remake or
Ghost
something.
2 probably. I mean, we know that there's a new IP that Naughty Dog's working on. There's a new IP that Ben Studio's working on. Like I said, I wish my biggest fucking disappointment with PlayStation right now is their fucking just unwillingness to give us a fucking roadmap for what to look forward
Exactly.
to. Like, all I know that coming up in the future is Wolverine, and I've known that shit for like 3 years.
Yeah.
I know, right? They're mad secretive with that
Well,
shit.
part
They
of it
don't
is,
say anything.
you know, with the leaving of Ryan, they may not have a full roadmap. They may try to
Or the
figure-
roadmap got thrown away when he left.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, what do we
Yeah.
do? Fuck it, start over.
No, dude. We know there was a bunch of games that the first party studios were working on that weren't live service. Like, it was the live service shit getting dumped down the fucking toilet. Fine. What about all the other shit?
Well, yeah, because it's about time. Because it's been several years before any of their major first parties have released anything besides
Like,
Insomniac.
I if there's no fucking trailers for first party shit at the Game Awards, dude, people are gonna fucking riot.
Are we gonna get that
'Cause
last
now,
one,
like,
man?
Spider-Man 2's come out. Like, PlayStation likes to not advertise shit past their next upcoming game for whatever
You mean-
fucking reasons. Like, oh,
you
we
mean
don't
like
want to
Nintendo?
make people
Man,
not buy
Jesus
this
Christ.
game by advertising shit a year from now. And it's like, dude, nobody gives a shit. But no, Spider-Man's come and gone. Now there's no reason to not advertise whatever the fucking next thing is.
Well,
So
this
really,
is,
any
well, this is the
motherfucking
next
thing
thing.
we're
That's what
gonna
I'm
do-
trying to get you to
Yeah.
understand. This is the next thing.
And this is the next fucking
No.
thing.
And if that's what we see at the Game Awards, dude, it's going to be double riot.
Oh, I bet.
Fuck the BLM riots, dude. There's going to
Come
be
on.
fucking
You
shit
know what?
going down in the
Oh,
streets,
come on now,
bro.
Super. Don't you want that fucking patch that they're gonna sell?
No.
Don't you want to wear that fucking patch and those pins around, and be proud
Yeah, I'll
of that
fucking
shit?
staple it to my fucking ass.
All right, let's go to the game of the year at nominations. Actually,
Can we
finally.
back up just a little bit?
Sure.
Cyberpunk, why are you liking ongoing and community support in Halo Infinite? Is it anywhere in that?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
holy
Thank you.
crap. Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
Hey,
Or
what-
sorry, Paul.
what-
Thank
what happened?
you,
I
yo.
don't know what he
They
said.
they have
What the
Cyberpunk and best was the community support and best ongoing game in Halo. It's like nowhere to be found, and I'm just
Halo
like,
Infinite right now has the best fucking community support. Those motherfuckers have been
and
going
Destiny
off
too,
at
yeah.
343.
Cyberpunk.
Nah, fuck Destiny.
no,
fucking
I'm
three-
saying like,
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding.
why is that? No, I play a crap ton of Destiny. I'm just like, why is Destiny there? Like, given
Oh,
all the
shit.
news and backlash
No.
for it, I'm just like,
Oh no.
why is Destiny there?
And
They were
Oh,
nominated
oh,
before
oh.
the shit hit the fan.
And,
Yo.
and last thing too,
As somebody
CMD
who's in the Halo community, the amount of shit that we've been getting, the 343, they're doing their shit, and I always have faith Yo, the Halo 3 Refueled playlist, literally all the Halo 3 maps are there. And it's so much fun. There's so many game types and there's a lot of maps now. Like they really went off.
But this begs the question.
And sorry, pardon me. We get so many cosmetics for free. We get so many armor cores. We get charms. We get a lot of shit.
So let me ask.
Why are they not on there?
Well, let me pivot from
Motherfuckers.
your topic. Actually, I got a question pertaining to that. Do you really think, Cells, that there is a Xbox tax?
Okay, I was in a space today because I was feeling kind of spicy and I wanted to fuck around with ponies.
Do it.
And I told them that I didn't believe in it.
You didn't believe in the tax?
No.
Because it doesn't exist.
I don't think
I
I don't think it's as I don't think it's I don't think
Kind of sleeping. No, I'm joking.
You don't see the anti-Xbox bias going on everywhere?
Come on now.
I
All the
don't think
Starfield posts,
it's
yeah.
because they take the Xbox tax as if this is what the company is causing. No, it's us. It's our fucking dumbass fucking consumers who like to sit here and bitch, who like to sit here and console war and all this shit, like that like influence, you know, so much that like it actually affects the fucking games that come out. That's my opinion. Because there's so many people that go on Metacritic that fucking start review bombing. There's people that start posting up their fucking YouTube videos talking all the shit on their opinions, and then they have all these little fucking peasants that come in and they're like, you're so correct about it. And then what do? Then they blow it up and blow it up and blow it up, and it actually causes a lot of influence on a mass majority of people when it comes to them purchasing a game. There's people that rely on Metacritic. There's people that rely on Twitter. There's people that just say, fuck it, I'm gonna play it and see myself. It's everything that is involving with the Xbox tax is just, you're seeing a shift of like how much influence is getting passed on within just gamers. Like, and then like, yo, you see it every fucking day. Twitter, right? All of the shit that people say, whether it's about PlayStation or whether it's about Xbox, you don't think these companies sit here and read that shit and it doesn't influence decisions that they're making?
I don't think they read the shit at all, honestly. I don't think they fucking look at
No,
it.
not all, but they do. 343. You know how much shit 343 got from the Halo community when that game first came out? It was almost embarrassing. Like, people thought that game was gonna tank, but they did what they had to do. They got rid of whoever the fuck they had to get rid of that was like brain dead in there. Then they started like getting people that were, you know, that have the background, that worked on previous titles even before 343 took over the IP, like who took over Halo. Like, they listened.
So you're
coming
saying
through.
there is no Xbox tax, or there is?
There isn't.
So
Okay,
you
cool.
think it's because we're causing it, and that's
We're
sort of
causing
bleeding
it. We're
into
causing the
mainstream media.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Because at the end of the day, the people who are picking the nominees are a panel of people that I'm not sure if they're coming like evenly from different fucking
They aren't.
Yeah,
They aren't.
They aren't. I found out that they aren't.
No.
But at the end of the day, each individual person is gonna be influenced by what they absorb, what they see, playing the game themselves. It's still you're still going to go by with what you see in media, like in social media, because I played the shit out of Starfield 3 times. I go on Twitter and I see a lot of shit that people say against it. I it triggers me to like fucking say, yo, what are you talking about? Like that shit is fucking great, you know, whatever the case is. That right, and then that piggybacks off, and more people say shit, more people say shit. Like you don't think Bethesda's gonna take into account like what's being said. So it's not an Xbox tax. It's more like a tax that's owed by every studio, depending on the game.
Okay, well, Cozy and Loke,
Does that
welcome.
make sense?
I do.
I was
Howdy.
saying-
Yeah,
no,
guys.
admittedly, I've tried to piece the pictures and strings together, but I don't.
So do y'all
Really?
think- no, we do. No, basically, what she's trying to say is that there is no Xbox tax. The bias
Are
that
you
there is.
speaking for her?
Are you
Oh,
mansplaining
yes.
right now?
He's mansplaining.
Oh my
Man.
God.
Basically,
Yeah.
basically
Brown
what she's
motherfucker.
trying to say.
Was
are you
I
saying
not
she can't
clear?
Communicate?
Well,
No.
people are
Why?
trying to-
I get
For-
in the
for
sense
me,
of
Not really.
in the sense
I
that
kinda got
the
it, but,
panels
yeah.
form their opinions based off of social media interactions or something like that. Is that what you're alluding
Well,
to?
I
maybe?
feel like I feel like that does play a part.
You went the long way around. You went the long way around.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I have
those moments myself, so I can't
ADHD.
take
I over explain, like, and half
No,
of
it's
the
all
time I
good.
get fucking lost in my own fucking thought.
Oh,
Thoughts and
okay.
prayers.
But no matter what award show it is, or if it's the Oscars or the Grammys, like whoever's voting, they absorb everything around them. So I think that's true of anything.
Right.
And we don't know for sure if these games
That's what I
journalists are
was
living on
trying to
Twitter
say.
every
I'm
goddamn
sorry, I
day.
rambled.
I don't. Yeah.
No, you're fine.
No,
The
she's got a point,
Xbox,
though.
the Xbox, I don't know, because Starfield didn't get Game of the Year, but a lot of people were saying it's great, but just disappointing. So it's not like, oh, it's Xbox, so we just hate it. Like, no, some people have valid criticisms give to it, and it did get a nominee in the
Yeah, like
best RPG.
Hi-Fi
So it's
Rush
not-
got nominated for a
Yeah.
bunch of
Hold
shit.
on.
it's just, and a lot of
Hold
games
on.
missed out on Game of the Year conversations too. So I wouldn't point that directly at Xbox. The only thing I personally take issue when it comes to pointing fingers, like maybe you snubbed Xbox in some way, is again Halo Infinite. And even to see if these guys, I don't know if they were partially joking or serious when it's like, did our community events never like mean nothing to you guys? Like,
Like a weird joke.
I
to
feel
you.
the same thing with like, you know, like I always feel the same thing with like I'm sorry. I've had
Stop eating the brownies.
Okay. While
Lord.
Cozy
What just happened?
recomposes herself,
What happened?
Triple,
oh, yes, sir.
nice camera. Nice
Oh,
camera.
It's I'm using my great
Finally.
Note 8 over Note 5. Yeah.
Oh, look at
Finally.
you. You've got a Note 5. You're better than the rest of us.
Oh,
No, it's an old phone. Anyway, you were saying.
Doom.
by the
What
way,
the hell?
Loke, I was looking for you. Here you go, Loke. There he is in all of his
Cozy.
glory, okay.
Yeah?
Nice.
You're here.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, I'm so happy.
Yeah. You're as pretty as I
Okay.
thought you would be, Paul. Very kissable. Very
Oh,
kissable.
yeah,
Damn,
great.
ain't
I
get
ship
to
it.
say that.
There was too
Damn.
much testosterone in here. I needed you. I'm so happy you're here.
Well, it's not
Doom,
because of Paul.
what the
that's
hell?
definitely true.
What the hell, Doom?
Damn.
What?
I'm trying to charge for people that are trying to use my likeness. All right. I've already sent you my bank details. I've already sent you my bank details. It's $6.99 per episode, dude.
Oh shit.
We've
No, I'm
already
really-
discussed
Came
this.
back rating good timing. Writing good timing.
Is that $6.99 US or is that 16? What are we talking about here?
US dollars.
All I
US
know is
dollars.
something is involving a 69 somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
An easy way of
Noise.
getting it to you.
Oh my god. Did you guys have that obsession when you were younger?
Some of us still have it now. I wonder what you're talking
I
about.
don't want.
69.
It's been a minute for
My
it's been a
13-year-old,
minute, but yeah.
13-year-old, like like my son, he has like his passcode on his phone, and it's like he fucking
Well,
had
yeah.
that number in there for sure. Like
Oh, thank God.
It's like
fucking
Oh,
69420.
thank God. Oh, fucking thank God. Oh, fucking thank God. I thought you were going to say your 13-year-old likes 69. And I'm like, oh my God, this is not an
Oh,
okay
excuse
situation.
me. No way.
Oh,
No way.
no. Thank God.
Just like
If he
fucking
came
like
up to
dudes
me
would
as a
just would
13-year-old
spell boobs on the calculator. It'd be like
Yeah.
60065.
Oh, yeah,
Flip
I'm not
the
seeing that
calculator,
shit
boobs.
anywhere, yeah.
Like maybe I will go into his phone one day and I'm gonna see that he's on X videos watching 69. I'll be like, whatever, dude. That's what guys. That's puberty right there.
Well, you know what they say,
Oh my
wine me,
gosh.
dine me.
Can I say
There you
something real quick?
One
y'all?
time I caught my son. Well, like on his phone, he had like in his phone he had like a gif of like anime titties like
Listen, we're
bouncing.
live.
I was
We are
like,
live.
He
was
gets
like,
it.
what?
He gets it. He gets
Hey,
it.
But
okay,
he just had it there. Like he
look,
was just playing and it was just there.
I'm all for talking about video games, but if Sal's talking about tits, whether they're anime or not, I'm listening. I don't care. Okay,
Whether
games are
they're-
She was
games, but
pretty.
tits
I
are
was like,
tits.
oh, my
Yeah,
son got good
but
taste.
she's talking about her son who's a minor and watching tits. I don't know. This is awkward as fuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
We
I'm
got to do,
sorry. I understand.
it's like
I
I'm
take it
kidding.
back.
I honestly don't give a fuck. I'm just joking.
Like I'm assuming some of us are parents here. It's more of me talking as a perspective of a mother, like what I experienced raising a fucking preteen, you know, like
Well,
were
if he's
all,
13, he's not a preteen anymore.
But no, as an ex preteen, I know what my mom.
is he considered a teen? I thought it was preteen until like 15.
No, it's
No.
preteen until
Notice it's right
13.
there in his age. 13.
Teen.
13.
Yeah,
Mhm.
preteen is like 11, 12.
Yeah. All right. So,
That's what
all right.
the prefix
Look,
means.
Doom. Do you think
Praxis
there,
always gotta make shit awkward. I'm kidding.
Doom? Do you think there is an Xbox tax?
What is it?
that's what we're talking
Basically,
10%
the
per
Xbox
game.
tax
That's
of
a
like
10%.
this game is great, but it's Xbox, so I'm gonna have to judge it a little harsher, and it's not eligible for Game of the Year. Sorry, not sorry. I'm assuming that's what it
And
is.
this is real.
That's what some people are asking.
Also, in rating systems, too, sometimes the people think that it
But
gets a
it-
lower
it's
rating than
It's actually real.
Or like people saying, okay, Call of Duty this year got a lower score because it's now owned by Xbox. Therefore,
I'm
not
sorry,
because
guys.
it's
I
Xbox.
do not believe there is a widespread industry spanning fucking conspiracy to keep the Xbox down. Like, it's just ridiculous. To
Nah,
believe
the
that that's
campaign
real.
really sucked. Like a lot of people were like, "Yo, this campaign." Like people who are like people who create content off of Call of Duty, like legit streamers, Call of Duty, they were like, "Campaign was trash."
It was
They're
like
not
this
gonna sit there.
I've taken dumps longer than the fucking campaign. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
You might need to get that checked out.
3 hours. You were 3
Me
hours
too,
in the
Wize.
bathroom.
Heck
that
yeah,
is-
that's some of the best thinking time.
I'm
sorry to say.
sorry. I think I'm gonna have to agree. You need to get that checked out.
Hey, I am getting it checked out on Tuesday. But go ahead.
Out,
But-
dude, not in. All right, make sure it's going out.
Oh no. Anyway,
I
Better
think I'm a
out than in,
fast
that's what
pooper,
I'm-
honestly.
Well, let
Olympic
me ask you
pooper?
this, Wise.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're,
yes.
you're,
No, a fast pooper.
Okay.
Olympic.
You're-
pooper.
you're asking about,
Oh,
and do I agree with the game of the
Yeah.
year nominees? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking you, do you believe this stigma that Xbox games are judged harsher because they are Xbox games?
wait.
No, I think it's all made up. That's your people have opinions.
Mhm.
So you're not allowed to express your opinion.
I will say there
Well, no,
is
the
one
issue
guy
comes
that-
the issue comes up sometimes when a game is on multiple consoles, it'll get a higher score on like PlayStation than it will on Xbox. And even
So
though it's the same game, even though it's the same game.
If that's a Metacritic comparison,
problem with
that's
this?
probably not the total. Like the totals are off. But I will say, I think
Yeah,
it was
but
Hi-Fi
you
Rush.
can't really go by that, Paul, because if you look at the reviews, you'll also see that a lot more people reviewed it.
Yeah,
on-
I
the
know. I'm
Xbox,
just,
so-
I'm just saying
I-
that's where a lot of that comes
I
in.
Yeah.
will say the one
that-
thing I
that's
will
gonna-
say is I think it was Hi-Fi Rush or one guy. It's like I can't give it a higher score because the Xbox output has been lacking or something like that. I was like, what?
What? Really?
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
Someone said
I know
can't
what you're
give it
talking
a
about,
certain
yeah.
praise because the Xbox offering has been like something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but I was just
Yeah,
laughing.
but
like,
That's
I
some
mean,
BS
people
right
review
there.
bomb, dude.
Okay.
That shit happens all the time and it happens to everybody. Fuck those guys.
Wise, let me say this, and I don't mean to piss anybody off, but just let me
No,
say
fuck
that
it. Piss us
Don't
all off. Let's
worry,
go.
man.
and that stuff.
Rage meter.
Here-
oh
baby.
Lord.
Here's the thing.
Triple's
Okay,
in the urine. He has
the-
that R. Kelly fetish. So go ahead, piss on
This-
everybody you want.
What? No, that's you, Wise. You
Xbox
talking?
On you.
That's
You
wild.
guys let Doom speak.
Sorry.
This
Go ahead.
Xbox pack, it's made up. Okay,
Yes.
listen. The most important thing, okay, and what I'm gathering from what I've heard here This is the issue. Stop following Twitter. Stop following all these websites that are sitting there and they're telling you how they feel about the game. It's that they're not important. That's not important. If you are interested in the game, you like the game, that is what's important. You're spending your money, you're spending or your time, you're giving up your time for this piece of property that you went and bought. Why are you worried about somebody else's opinion? What was it? I reading through some of the Twitter here. People were pissed off because the Game of the Year thing and Starfield wasn't in here and whatever.
Right.
Resident
That was what stemmed. That's what actually stemmed this entire conversation.
See, here's my thing. Okay, first of all, Resident Evil 4 shouldn't be in there because
Thank you.
It's a remake.
Thank you.
It's a remake,
all the same.
and there was listen. I think it was Chris Rice just put up there. This was changed. And it's a remake. Okay,
Mhm.
listen,
Liza P,
so-
Diablo 4.
so let me ask you this. So if you take let's see, if you go and you take just a Romeo and Juliet movie that's been remade over and over and over again, okay, so you're going to throw that into the Academy Awards and that, I mean, it's the same thing over and over and over again. Resident Evil 4 should not be in there. I don't know about Hogwarts. I can't tell you what should be in there because Spider-Man is the only game that I'm playing that's according to this list that's on for Game of the Year. I have no Baldur's Gate, nope. Alan Wake 2, I'll get it when it gets cheaper and that. The Mario and the Zelda, it's not my thing right now. I'm just going to concentrate on other things. Another thing too is if anybody is sitting here and complaining about Jeff Keighley's awards, you do understand that the Jeff Keighley Awards is the exact same thing as the MTV Music and Video Awards. It's a joke.
Thank you. I said the same shit, yo. I'm like, yo, this is like you complaining about the fucking VMAs. I'm like, there's so many other accolades that hold way more.
Let him finish
weight.
his thought. Let him finish his
I'm
thought.
sorry.
But no, it's
Sorry.
okay. But what I'm saying is listen. Do you honestly sit there and believe what the MTV Music and Movie Awards, or do you believe the Grammys and the Oscars more? Which one's more credible? Jeff Keighley is only doing this. Basically, I don't watch what the hell is it? The
VGA?
VGAs. I wait until the next.
The VMAs.
Yeah, the
Video Game Award, the VGAs.
Neither do I.
But I just
do,
sit
man.
there and watch
Yeah, we
the
have
trailer
some
the
reviews.
next day. I don't care who hell
Same.
wins
But you
because
see,
it's not because all that stuff is not important to me. I don't care what anybody else says. Okay, I don't care. Listen, Spider-Man. To be honest, what I've played of it, I think it kind of look like dog shit in a way. I mean, Miles is great, but Mary Jane and Peter Parker, the characterization, it looks bad. It does not look like the other.
You're gonna make a lot of people angry.
But see, the thing is
opinion.
that Cells, it's my opinion, and it's my time, my money. They shouldn't care what I say, okay? Because I'm not writing a report out there saying you should buy this game or you shouldn't. No, you buy whatever you want. That's your money, your time. I don't give a shit what you do with your stuff. I don't. So nobody.
Damn right. You let him know.
This. Nobody should care about this stuff. The Xbox tax, all that is just somebody sitting there saying, I need attention, so let me make something fake. That's all it is.
Okay, so then you agree with me. So then what I did say made sense.
What?
From what
No.
I said before when I was rambling on. That
I
it's
agree
influenced
with
off of
you.
social media. Like, no, yeah,
No,
that
no, no. So,
are you
'cause
guys listening?
Well, no, I'm listening. So my question for you, Sales, are you saying the judges are influenced, or the people who make the term Xbox tax are influenced? That's the difference.
Yeah, like where did this term originated from? It definitely came from one of our dumbasses, like in the fucking community who say stupid shit sometimes.
Oh, it was 100%
Like,
an Xbox fanboy that made that shit up.
Exactly.
yeah, like come on. It's not the panelists that are making the nominations. It's not
Listen,
fucking
you know how many times I've heard
they
that?
don't give a fuck. They just give a fuck how much
the
revenue they're making.
VGAs they don't
Please.
work because Jeff Keighley's paid by Sony, and it's like, where's your evidence? Oh, you don't have any. Oh, the entire panel, Sony pays for reviews, Sony pays for this. Sony
you know,
pays
the funny
for
thing about
the-
all of this
like,
is this, though. Listen up.
the
The
same
funny
people
thing
that say
about-
that Sony's broke, Sony all of a sudden has money to pay all these fucking people to give them.
Well,
better
they had
scores.
they had money to fly Jim all over the world.
That's
didn't
what
they?
I'm
And-
saying. It's stemmed from just people talking shit. That's it.
The
It's
funny thing
dumb.
about all this is 24 hours before the nominations were announced, Keeley went on Twitter and said, I did not choose any of this. This is
Yeah,
not
he was
my
trying to
decision."
damage control that.
He was-
Guys,
I was
I
like,
didn't
oh,
pick
People were-
fucking
shit. I was like,
anything.
oh, fucking
I
shit.
didn't pick anything. at
People
this
were
point. Just wanna
posting the
let you guys
50
know.
Cent meme. The 50 Cent meme where he's like, why you say fuck me though? Like, like everyone's like, it's Jeff's fault. He's like, yo,
Yeah,
He did host the
doesn't
show,
even
so
pick the
technically
nominees.
Why you say
It has
fuck
nothing to
me
do with
for?
picking the nominees or
Okay.
picking the winners. So people that just want to blame it on Jeff Keighley.
So
like,
it's the Devil Bobby? The Devil Bobby? Who's Devil Bobby?
So
Listen, another thing too is with the people that voted these games. Okay, here's the thing: that is their opinion of what they think is game of the year in that. It's not our opinion. We're not the voters. They are the voters. If
Actually,
you
we are the voters.
there,
They're the nominators. They're the ones who.
part of
I don't
Yeah.
think.
no,
Like,
they
no,
they
they
vote
like-
too.
they have like a
We only
game
account for like
choice.
10% of the votes.
Yeah, because
Right.
one of the shows they had like the gamers pick. That was like actual reward.
Well, that
so,
no, that's 100% us. That, but
Yeah,
they,
the gamer
but
is
our
100%
vote,
us, but
but our-
everything else
but our-
we're only like 10%.
you want to sit there and you want to vote in that. Like I said, it's your time and your money. That's
And I
your
note it down.
investment. That what should be the most important thing to you. Nobody else's, time, money, whatever it is. They should not. You should not be influenced by somebody else. You listen. I'm not when it comes to Metacritic and all that. I don't believe any of that crap because
but we're all, but see, we're all influenced by people. You're influenced by friends who might say, "Hey, I like this game. You might like it too." That's influence.
no.
you know.
See, I get
exactly.
influenced by what I look at. It's like, oh shit, man, look at that, and I want to go and actually play that. Like my buddy, he sat there. We were doing a video. We were talking about the movie Heat, right? And he sat there and
Was it
said,
the,
Grand Theft Auto 5, there's actually parts of Heat, the movie, that influence parts in GTA 5. And I'm like, I know what I'm doing on my vacation. Come Monday morning, I'm waking up at 5 o'clock, grabbing a cup of coffee, coming down here, starting GTA 5. Because I've never
Just like Vice City was heavily influenced by Scarface.
well, hey, that's even better.
Well,
Well,
Go ahead.
for Scarface, it was like Vice City. It was like a mix of Scarface and Miami Vice because of Lance.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, let's call a spade here, okay? There is only one purpose for the
Everyone
VGAs.
doesn't
And
like
it's-
my
and it's-
points. You know what?
No,
I'm
it's a
about to
good
mute
thing.
myself for the rest of the show.
No, we said we agreed. I was
She
just
actually
moving the
did.
topic on.
what happened? What I missed?
She got
you missed
upset.
it.
I don't
That's
know.
in your mouth.
No, but listen, let me ask you guys a
Hello.
question. Do you really think these guys who are choosing to vote on this crap really care about it? Because my thinking is this: there's only one purpose for the VGAs. It's to sell fucking ads. That's
Right.
it. Okay?
Yeah.
And so
And I can't wait
That's the
for
purpose for any
this
show.
actor to come on stage and talk about how he loved video games, and then we get a terrible.
God, if they bring out
Fast and
someone as old as
Furious
Al Pacino
fucking-
again, Al Pacino couldn't fucking see past his goddamn hands. He was trying
Yeah,
to
that was
teleprompter. He couldn't read shit.
Oh,
best-
the
And then-
other
and
one
then
was worse.
and
The
it's
other
tough
one
to
was
see-
worse.
Yeah.
The
He looks like
Rocco
the
Crime
type that
City
just
one was
plays
worse.
Power Wash
Oh,
Simulator.
yeah.
The
Oh
Rocco
my gosh.
Crime City
I,
guy.
I
was
just, I just
much
hated
worse.
seeing him like that because he looked like a feeble old man who didn't know what the fuck was going on. And like,
Yeah,
that's
you,
Al
you
Pacino,
knew he was
bro.
out of his
Like,
element.
I don't
Yeah,
wanna
Al
see
Pacino
like
plays
that.
Power Wash Simulator or like
RPG LF. Oh, what?
Solitaire or something
What's that?
on the
The
computer.
water boy.
Remember that one time that Vin Diesel came out with fucking what's her face, and we're talking about how they're gamers, and we're talking about their fucking Fast
Yeah, we
and
got
the
that
Furious game,
crappy
and that
Fast
game
and
was
Furious
fucking
game.
mobile
That thing
dog
was
shit.
shit.
Right.
That was the
This
fucking
man is
worst
running on
game I
top
ever
of a
seen.
rocket and then diving everything else that happened. I was like, how the fuck you running on top of a
But
rocket?
the,
What are you,
the
like,
irony of the whole Game
chill out.
Awards thing is a lot of these people that are talking about Xbox tax and talking that are pissed off about Starfield not getting nominated and all this other shit, are the same type of people that say, "Oh, Metacritic doesn't matter. Metacritic doesn't matter."
It only
Because they're
does
The
what
lying
show
Game
us the
Awards is
games
just
that
Metacritic.
wins.
It's just Metacritic. That's all it is. Because Metacritic is just the aggregate
Never
of all these
matters.
reviewers' scores, and the fucking Game Awards is the same thing. It's all these people's picks of who's the winner, and then we have who won. It's the same shit. It's
And
just
you know,
a different
and
version of Metacritic.
you know, they don't take the award seriously because they spew off like 5 awards at one shot. Oh, the best
Dude,
sound direction is
the
applause.
that's
award
another
show
thing,
is
too.
fucking 3 hours.
That's
We
another
get
thing, too.
2 awards, and then the rest is all advertising. We don't get no goddamn awards. And then Jeff Keighley will be like, "Here's some awards we didn't announce yet," and he just lists off
He
like
just
10
lists
winners
off at this
in about
spending
20
unnecessary
seconds,
amounts of
and then here's
time.
another fucking ad.
Well,
I
let
have
me
no
see-
interest in ever playing any of the games that are Game of the Year usually.
Really?
Yep.
Honestly, so
Really?
none this
All
year
the
you're not
None of
nominees
gonna
them.
play?
this year are
Absolutely,
fucking
or none of
amazing
them are
games.
games I would ever play.
It still just comes down to
Uh,
personal taste at the end of
What
the
the
day.
fuck do
Yeah.
you play?
I quite like it. It's
Warframe?
just none of those.
Warframe. That's about it. Yeah.
Oh, fucking Warframe.
Well, I mean, let me say this: the good thing about the Game Awards is it's like the last hurrah of news bites before the end of the year, right? So you get trailers for the upcoming year and stuff like that. So some things that we know will be there. For example, will be the release date for Baldur's Gate 3 on the Xbox, and we will,
Xbox.
and most likely, unless something
GTA
weird
6.
happens, GTA 6 will be there as well. What else
That
would you
shit
like to
gonna
see?
break the internet.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to keep. That's what is going to cinch.
I would like to see a fucking trailer for Wolverine now that fucking Spider-Man's come and gone. Like
Let 'em
Insomniac
cook.
has no reason not to show us Wolverine.
I'd like to see Hellblade 2. I mean, I think it's coming
That
out
too.
next
Man,
year.
it better
so-
have proper gameplay this time.
Are
I don't
they
want to see
still fucking
it-
scanning mountains in
It's
fucking
a- it's a
Norway?
garbage game.
handcrafting her handcraft. Hey, I'm looking forward to that game, but it's like
I don't want to see. I don't want to see the lead actress training and fighting a sword.
I played
Man,
that game
I
for like
swear.
15 minutes, and I was like, nope.
You better see.
I fucked up and I played Hellblade, the original one, after God of War. And so like it wasn't as great to me. Like it was still a cool game, but for me, after God of War, it was just like, it's not anything amazing. I think if I had played it
I
before,
liked it. It
I
was
probably would
mainly
have
the
fonder
story.
feelings for it. But I was just like, it's a very beautiful game, at least with the character models, but the environments were like, And it was the same shit. You walk into an area, it would get sealed off.
Well,
you have to fight the enemies,
yeah.
then line up the glyphs, go to the next area. Like it was, I think, because it was like almost an indie game.
It was
right?
a
Like,
it was a
fucking-
crowdfunding game, if I recall. Like it had to be crowd. So that's why I'm super excited for.
So that's
Hellblade
why,
2,
yeah, that's
because,
why
like,
I'm
you
excited
guys
for
have a
the
full,
sequel.
like an
With an
actual
injection of fucking a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about any?
So
new
I think the
hardware
second one has a
announcements?
chance to be cool, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
What about
I
any new
guess.
hardware announcements? Do y'all think that there's going to be anything from any of the the three major publishers like Nintendo
From
or Xbox or
PlayStation, probably not, because we just got one from Xbox. I don't
That
think so.
PS
I'll take it back.
Dragon
Xbox will 100% show us another fucking controller.
Yeah.
or
It'll be
or
a
another
different
headset.
color.
Yep.
Well, maybe
Uh,
they're going to announce their new controller, the one with the haptic feedbacks and all that other jazz that was in the leak document. Or something.
Dude, I'm excited about that. I wish more studios would actually take advantage of the DualSense features, because some people say it's a gimmick. I don't. I think it actually does make a difference.
I
And if
mean-
Xbox has it as well, fuck, that'll give developers more of an incentive to actually utilize the shit.
This is true. Loke, what about you? Loke and Cozy, what do y'all think? What do y'all want to see trailers wise and everything?
I don't care. I
You
don't
don't
think
care.
there's the only thing I'm like. I can't even think of very many games. All the games I know I want are just going to release some.
Warframe 2.
No, I do play a lot of different games. I just don't play the typical
Silk Song?
whatever
You wanna
they
hear-
throw at people. You know, those big budget whatever games. I don't
What-
care about your
Triple
story.
A,
I don't want to,
hardcore, narrative-driven,
watch your
adult-themed.
cutscenes.
No, I'm
So
done.
you just end up with like there are plenty of games that don't have those.
What about Hollow Knight Silk Song?
No interest in it.
No interest, huh? Cool. What about you, Loxer?
I'm looking forward to the VMAs. Oh, sorry, not the VMAs.
What is this
The
video
Game
that people
Awards.
keep missing? Am I missing something?
I don't know.
No,
It's like
You're
Loke is drinking
what is
something.
that? Let me have what you got.
I'm looking forward to it. I love what it is for what it is, right?
Mhm.
I like Doom. I don't look at it to validate my personal choices in games and stuff. It's more just to enjoy the spectacle, because that's what it is, you know. If you can accept the fact that just because you like something does not make it great, then the whole process, in my opinion, then becomes a lot more bearable. Life in general becomes a lot more bearable. I think the reason why people are stressed about this and many other things is we've become desensitized to just disagreeing. It's not okay for me to say the PlayStation Portal is a piece of shit.
Thank you. No.
That's not okay. But I sit there and I'm like, dude, I see people ragging on Metal Gear every day. But
Me.
But I'm confident enough in myself and my thoughts and my ideas that I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck what you think about it. I love it. Goodbye.
Who rags on Metal
But-
Gear though? Look, other than that fucking Metal Gear Survive bullshit, I don't think anyone rags on Metal Gear.
Well, they're
Oh,
doing
you
on the
know what,
collection. They did
Super,
on the
I'm a-
collection because it was just.
I'm
A,
a start
If it's-
tagging you,
if it's
Super.
bad,
Who
it's
wants-
bad.
Super, I'm gonna
If I
start
want to
tagging
watch
you.
a bad movie, I just watch a bad movie.
Oh my gosh.
Well, there you go. No need to tag anyone. There you go.
It found
Point
it. Found it for you.
Point is, and this is weird because I personally learned this from Americans. You guys, for me, were like the badasses, not just physically but mentally. Where it's like, bro, trail your own trail
Police trail.
and just believe in what you believe in and move forward in that. Now you guys champion sheep mentality. It's like this guy
Hey, don't say
disagrees
you
with
guys.
us.
Leave me out of
This
this.
is a problem because he doesn't believe as we believe. It's the most un-American thing, but every American now champions it.
well, that's because
It's
of social
so
media.
strange
Because
for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
that's
about to
because
say that's
social
social
media, yeah.
media's fault, where
Yeah.
everyone wants their likes and their retweets, and they want people to like what they like, and it's like, who gives a fuck?
Super.
Someone like you like.
I'm sorry to say this. It's not social media's fault. It's American social media because I have mutuals that I interact with from Mozambique, from South Africa, from Zimbabwe, from the UK even. And it's perfectly normal for you to get into someone's mentions and be like, nah, man, I don't agree with this. And people just keep it moving like, nah, it's cool. No problem. With you guys, it's like I try to beat your mother, or maybe I successfully beat your mother. That's how people react
That's really
just from you saying something they don't agree with. It's embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take on it. Enjoy the Game Awards. I think Starfield for me is my game of the year. I didn't see it at the Game Awards. I'm not triggered. But there's people that will be triggered just from me saying it's my game of the year. That's how wild it is on your
it.
guys' side. It's insane.
And the people just as I said in my own video, I'm just like, don't let the Game Awards, like whatever happens, like, bro, if you got your favorite game, it's your favorite game. That's all you need to
Fun
know.
fact,
you know?
I do
That's
think
just it.
Baldur's Gate
There's a
is
lot
the
of
game
people
the
that
year.
they need to find some way to justify their. It's weird. Like they need to justify what their opinions are,
What you
And it's
lying?
like, why? Or you need some way
Because
to
you don't
justify. Oh, I
believe in
like this game, so
yourself.
I need something to justify that this game
It's
is good because
because
I like it. And it's like, who
super,
gives a shit?
super. It's because you don't believe in yourself. You know that you are lying to yourself. You don't believe that this game is the greatest game of all time. You probably put in 5 hours. All you want is people to like you. That's what you really want.
It's kind of like
You don't actually have
I
an
just
original
want them
thought.
to like me.
Yeah, you don't have an original thought in your
Yeah.
mind.
But Luke, going back to what you were sitting there saying, it's an American thing. I can actually sit there and say I do agree with you, but then it's also it's outside of America
A
too,
social
because
media
social
thing.
media has created that 15 minutes of fame that people think, oh, I can post something, I can, put a video out there, and I got 15 minutes of fame because somebody went and liked my video, and I got 1 million likes, and now all of a sudden I'm a star, and it's like in 2 minutes, nobody even knows who the hell you are anymore. It's everybody's looking for that kind of fame is what it is. And whether it's shitting on somebody that, just like you sat there and said, Luke, you loved Starfield and you put that out there on Twitter, and then so and so comes over here and says, what the hell is your problem, man? Why do you love Starfield? Because I enjoyed it for what it was. It gave me this, and this. And then that idiot comes over and goes, well, I think you suck because I think the game sucks. See, listen, I'm going to
That's
give you
wild.
but I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight, okay? This is the whole reason why I sat there and I left Twitter, because I had and pardon my French, a total retard. And I know that's going to offend people, but this
Oh,
person,
fuck that with a capital R, dude. Say it again.
he said, "Say it with your
many of
chest."
us in the
Oh, no.
community, okay, and I know for a fact Paul knows him, sits there and is telling me how awful Spider-Man is, but the person doesn't even have a PlayStation 5. He's going off of 5 other different people that have sitting there saying, I got problems with this and this and this. And I am having a mature conversation with this person. Okay. And Luke, I know for a fact that this person has super chatted you in the past. Okay. And he sits there and I'm having a civil conversation. I'm not arguing with him. I am being nice. I remember you jumping on me about calling people names. I didn't even call this individual a name. I just said, hey, this is my opinion. I mean, you don't have to like it. And then he comes back and he goes, you know what, Tony? You're blocked. And it's like, dude, are you serious? Are you really grown up?
They sure showed up, all right.
You're not grown up.
Like,
If
do
you're
you
going
have
to
a
act
job?
like that.
Do you have a wife?
No, this
The
person
fuck?
does not have a wife or kids. And if he does, I feel
And never
really
will.
horrible for them. But here's the thing, Luke. He is so influenced by trash YouTubers, mainly Xbox YouTubers, okay, that they are spreading so much propaganda, okay, and so much they talk out of their ass, but everybody like him believes it. And it's the same way with the assholes that are on the PlayStation side. This unleashed douchebag, this hyped douchebag. Grow the fuck up.
It's games. It's
Listen,
literally games.
enjoy gaming.
Twitter has no place for adults. You know that.
No.
No.
Listen, just
Fanboy suck
enjoy
is,
gaming. It's a hobby. Enjoy what you want to enjoy.
Yeah.
That's what's important. I don't give a shit if Luke sits there and listen, I didn't play Starfield. I have no interest in it. But that doesn't mean it's a bad game. I just can't never comment on it. But everybody else can that's played it. Don't sit there and comment on a game.
Yeah,
Even if
I'm
you
a
don't even
firm
have
believer that you
system.
shouldn't be able to say shit about a game unless you've played it. Like, there's a lot of games I didn't play this year
Listen,
that you won't see me talking about at all on Twitter because I didn't play the fucking game. I have nothing to say about it.
Right. No, but this same person sat there and said, I won't buy a PlayStation 5 until PlayStation actually gets a good game. What? See, if you're a real gamer, listen, a real gamer doesn't have a preference to a system. A real gamer sits there and goes, yo, that looks good. I'm playing it.
I think
Xbox or PlayStation or Switch. I don't care what PC.
the only disagreement I have that is like a real gamer, just play wherever you want that you find the most joy of, and
I definitely have a preference. I prefer
shit
the
on
types
someone
of
else.
games that PlayStation makes, but I still own every console because there are games on every console that I'm interested in.
Exactly.
Starfield was one of them.
Fine. You know, it's just like enjoy what you like, and
There's too many games to be like, man.
Purple, do you own a PlayStation 5?
Wise is getting some pussy. Hey, cover the camera. Wise is getting pussy.
Do you own a PlayStation 5?
What the hell? What's going on?
But you still own a PlayStation 4, right?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And so you're able to sit there and to enjoy. Okay, even you might not be able to play the PS5 games, but you're still able to enjoy some games. You play on your PC, you play on Switch, you play on Xbox. You're enjoying gaming for what it is. It's for you to sit there and get away from everyday life and have that couple hours.
Yeah, not for validation.
If you really
from
enjoy games, you want to own every platform, and it's not hard to own every platform. And if you don't want to give a company your money, if you're like, oh, I don't like Xbox, I want to give them my money, or I don't like PlayStation, I don't want to give them my money, then buy a fucking console used off Facebook Marketplace. You get one for hella cheap used, and that way you still have access to the games that platform is going to give you that you're not going to get anywhere else. Like, why not? Why take away the ability to experience games for yourself? I don't understand this fucking mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never give up Xbox because I'm a diehard Gears fan, and I don't care if somebody sits there and says, "Yo, the Gears franchise sucks." Well, it sucks for you, but not for me because I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I'll never get rid of my Xbox for that. I'll never get rid of it because I'm a diehard Fable fan. Those are games that I enjoy. But then I'm never going to get rid of my PlayStation because I like the stuff that they put out there. Same thing with Switch. I've had more of a time with my Switch playing the old, and I'm talking the NES games, sitting there. My buddy came down. He's like, yo, can I play all these? I'm like, yeah, go right ahead on the whatever their service is. He's like, are you kidding me? You get all these games? And I'm like, it's like $40 or $50 for the year, dude. He's like, shit, I think I'm going to get a Switch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, gotta get that Switch.
Gotta switch things up, huh? No, I'm done.
Ha ha ha! I see what you did
That was
there.
nice.
Okay, Dad.
Well, to switch things up. But to really switch things up, here's something that is somewhat interesting, right? We're going into the VGAs really not having any per se direction about the entire industry. I mean, we know that, like, for example, with Nintendo, they are on the cusp of a transition between their old console and their new console, so we believe. We don't know what Sony's going to be doing first party wise. We actually don't really even know third party wise what games are coming out next year. And for Xbox, the only real thing that we have is but the ones that were announced that will possibly release next year will be Hellblade 2 and Avowed. Those are like the most current
I think
ones.
Towerborn, I don't think that's first party. It's like Xbox Publishing. But I know there's that too. But to correct you, Wise, we know that the remaster for Last of Us Part 2 is coming next year. So
I forgot about that. That's going to be the AAA banger of next year, the remaster for Last of Us Part 2.
Wise, can I say my piece real quick? Because I actually have to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'll just throw this out there, and it's real simple. I don't care what any of these companies are doing next year because I'm still playing what is going to be here. I got plenty of time. So, I mean, there's plenty of third party out there. I don't care how long it takes these guys. As long as there's games out there to play, I don't give a shit. So, but I do have to go.
Okay, tell us where we can find you and all the other jazz.
You can't find me anywhere because I haven't been back on the Twitter.
Good for you.
But we can find you here, right?
This is basically the only place you're going to find me. There's
have an exclusive
off the grid,
and I'll be on for the next couple of weeks and everything. But hey, if you do want to find the 10 videos that we have put out, go over to Initiate Spawn Protocol. We have a mess of stuff coming out. We're finishing everything tomorrow, and we'll have a ton of it. And hopefully you guys like it. But yeah, I'll be back on to Twitter, unfortunately. Probably the next week or two, and but I'm not doing any of this back and forth. It's just to promote and do whatever. Try to be nice. That's all.
Yeah.
I got something to talk to you,
You can
about. But I'll call
try.
you after the show, though.
Just
You
be
can try
talking
it,
you.
dude.
Do me
Just
a
talking
favor.
you.
You call me tomorrow. I'll have a lot more time tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
That's
but
fine.
yeah, just send me a text. Let me know you're calling, and I'll make sure everything's arranged so I have time.
All right, great.
So-
Thank you for coming on.
No problem. Thank you for having me, man.
Bye, friend. You the best.
Everybody have a great night. See you
I
guys
think
later.
you're a better host than Wize was.
$6.99,
Oh,
dude.
what the fuck are you talking about? Wait a minute.
99 cents, motherfucker.
No, how? What? Et tu, Brute? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna take the knife from my back that you stabbed me with right now? Come on now, seriously.
What I do?
What?
I'm just
What's
playing.
what's going on?
Serious. I mean, oh my god.
What happened?
All right, it's okay. I'm used to it. I got plenty of knives back there anyway, so it's cool.
What-
You're just
What's
gonna get
happening?
lost in it.
What are we
I
talking
don't
You-
know.
you
I
and-
was-
you
I
and
was-
Caesar.
I was-
Exactly, me and Caesar, right? I don't have a god complex. I am God. Anyhow, so
You say Seuss?
What?
I'm sorry, I had to use that. Long story. Anyhow,
Yes.
what y'all want to say? Like, there is nothing out there. Like, we have no anticipation for what's coming out next year besides Last of Us remaster or remake or part 2.
Frontiers of Pandora.
I thought that's coming out this year, isn't it? No, has it been pushed back? I thought it was a this year release. I thought it was coming out.
God
in the
damn,
next
I gotta
couple
look it
weeks.
up now. Making me do work, son of a bitch.
By damn time you did something. Shit. Sitting there all the goddamn day doing bullshit. I'm like, oh, might as well get your arms moving. I mean, I know you get a lot of practice with your
Yeah,
hands
December
mastering.
7th. You are correct, sir.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
it's-
Pearl Harbor
I-
Day.
Your
That'll work out
parakeet
good.
said, Shut the fuck up.
Maybe he is God.
Yeah, well, believe in me and I'll save you. Okay, anyhow. But what do y'all like? I've never seen it like this. We've always gone into the VGAs with a
The
an
gaming
idea, no?
industry collectively blew its entire load this year, and that's where we are. So
Well,
The other
you
thing we have to
joke.
worry about is there's talks now after the actors strike that it's coming to this industry next. So fucking if that happens, there's gonna be a world of hurt in terms of what games are being worked on and when they're coming out.
I mean, but to say that you're joking that you say that they blew their load this year, but what if that is in fact really what happened? That this year so many games came out that next year there's just no way. I don't think next year is going to be even half the games that we got this year. But
Well, no, because this year was making up for last year. This year was an anomaly. So
I mean, the quantity may still be the same, but I don't know if there'll be as many bangers. Like the amount of bangers that we had this year, I've never seen it ever in my entire life.
Bangers. Oh, bangers.
yeah,
For lack of a better term.
term.
What bangers?
So I'm with Cozy on this one, guys. If only 3 certified bangers come out next year, I have no
That's a
problem.
good year.
My backlog is
Because the
is
backlog-
very stacked.
oh,
The
it's real.
backlog is heavy.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
real.
I always have a
It's
backlog.
real.
I'm going back for my 3rd playthrough of Elden Ring right now. So
That's because you like. it
I
from the back,
haven't
right?
even bought Remnant 2.
You know, I eat
And
Taco
get
Bell more
Remnant,
than
Remnant
I
get Remnant.
is like
if
Great
you
$50.
get
game.
Remnant 2, get it on PC. I don't know if they got crossplay yet, but I got it on PC. If you get it on PC, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All
what
right.
about GTA 6? Do we get a date?
Well, they're
Do we have a price?
trailer.
Did you see what Strauss Zelnick said? Did you see what Strauss Zelnick
I
said?
hope
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
$100.
We
What'd
might
you
have to
say?
pay $100 for GTA.
The regular
6.
version. I hope it's the regular version.
What, so
is
do you? Okay,
$100.
what if it comes out and it is as good or as feature complete as 5 or 4 was, but it is $100?
Cut the cap. Cut the cap. The last proper
Worst
GTA campaign was GTA 5. I'm willing to put money on
That's like
this
the
one.
last game.
GTA 6, the campaign is going to be COD-esque. It's going to be a
Yeah.
tutorial so everyone knows
I
how
don't
to
think
move
so.
forward,
I
move
agree.
backward, jump, aim, and do all the
Yep.
stuff they're going to do with GTA Online.
If we're gonna
I
get a
disagree.
Fortnite version
I
of
highly
Call of
disagree,
Duty,
but-
then or not Call of Duty, of GTA, then I'm not gonna be that interested in it.
But do we get a
I
date?
don't
do we
think
get
so.
a date though? Do we get a date?
I don't think we get a date. I think
Probably
we're
not.
lucky if we get the trailer longer than fucking 40 seconds.
It's gonna be somebody
yeah.
stepping out, having a monologue.
And it's not going to be any gameplay. It's just going to be.
We already know what
Yeah,
the
it's just
gameplay
gonna
will
be the
look
fucking
like, though.
cutscenes.
Boring.
It's just gonna be the cutscenes.
Anything do you think that they would show that apart from GTA that would be like earth shattering or game shaking? What do you think that is what you've heard in rumors or whatever you heard through the grapevine? Maybe
I don't think we've
potentially-
heard anything. There's nothing on the grapevine right now. It's fucking
all
empty.
I heard through the grapevine was not much longer would you be mine. That's all I heard.
But I'm
That was a
bummed.
good one, man. Yeah, like I don't think there's any like rumored games on the horizon that we don't know about or haven't heard of. Like you said, like we really don't know much going into next year, and I honestly can't think of anything because I don't know.
What about Death Stranding 2? This is Kojima and
Yeah,
Kojima,
but
buddy.
that's not gonna fucking break the end. Like GTA 6, no one's gonna be talking about anything other than GTA 6.
Right.
They'll show just a fucking logo, and that's gonna be all everyone's fucking talking about.
No, this is true.
I'm a Death Stranding fan, and I can't disagree.
I mean, yeah, Death Stranding 2 or 3 or whatever you want to call it is definitely not going to hold a candle to GTA. But for those
Dude, there's
people
nothing
interested-
that's going to hold a candle to GTA. Can you
No.
name one franchise? One.
Dude, that fucking announcement video got like
FIFA.
over 300 million views in the first day.
Fortnite
Yeah,
2.
there's nothing.
If Epic
GTA
actually, okay, what if they do announce Fortnite 2? That probably might break it as well.
Why would they announce?
Epic would
Fortnite?
never
Well-
do that to themselves. Fortnite is the fucking the machine that keeps printing money. They don't need to
Yeah.
make it too.
Yeah, I know they don't, but you're talking about what they could announce. And I'm telling you, that would probably be it. Right
But you
there.
know what will blow up the internet? Titanfall 3. There you go. Is
Not
that-
like GTA, bruv.
Or
Not
what
like
about
GTA.
no? What
Kinda
about
changed.
What do we hear from Software? Are they going to announce their next thing?
their next
Bloodborne
thing is a
2.
DLC for if we got that, people probably would flip the shit up. But maybe we get like some type of proper trailer for Shadow of the Earth. I think that's the DLC name.
What about this game that's been rumored for the longest time and has been shown, and everyone who sees it are just floored? It's called Wukong. What is that game called?
Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, Black Myth Wukong. Do we get a date?
Even if they show that, we've already seen it multiple times. It's not going to fucking
Also,
be like not going to be
also-
like the thing people talk about.
also, there's a special group of games, guys. Well, this is for me specifically. There's a special group of games that I keep on a special list of like potential vaporware, and Black Myth is there. There's
yeah.
just some games you look at, it's too good to be true. It's like there's no way this is real, and Black Myth is one of them for me. I would be happy to be wrong, but that's the vibe I get from it.
Okay, does Nintendo announce the Switch 2?
Probably not.
No.
No, next year.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Why?
I can
I
see
mean,
it
it's-
next year. I can't see it at the Game Awards.
Why not? Because it's the end of the year. Everyone who's really bought a Switch for Christmas has bought it already, so why not?
For me specifically,
Nintendo
the
was
last
like-
time I read
Well,
an article
The Game
from
Awards is wasn't it
IGN,
December 7th
they
or some shit like that?
specifically
Mhm.
said that the reveal was going to be next year in the first quarter.
Okay.
So I don't see
Well,
them
yeah,
Even if they
changing.
had it,
Quarter.
I think that December 7th is when the award show is. Like Christmas is until the 25th. So why? That's a whole month still of people who might buy a Switch for their grandpa, grandma, son, whatever. Why?
So many
announce it?
emotional purchases in December. That's a good point.
This is
So
true.
if it was closer to Christmas, maybe, but that early in the month, I don't see them doing it.
What
You know the way
about-
Nintendo is. Nintendo tries to milk every fucking drop they
Drop.
can,
Yeah, they make sure that cow doesn't come out with until powdered milk before they switch. So
and then
What
they
about-
fucking liquefy the fucking cow in a blender, get more drops.
all right, what about the coveted next the mid-gen refreshes from Xbox and
Do
PlayStation?
we get a PS4 Pro announcement?
PS5 Pro
PS4
or
Or
that
PS5
Pro, I don't think we
Pro?
get a pro
Oh.
announcement
Did you say
or that
PS4
Series
Pro?
X
Yeah,
announcement either.
I got
at the
4
Game
med
Awards, I don't
kits in
think
this game, so 4 just came out.
What about that device that was leaked earlier this year, the Brooklyn, or whatever they called it, the one with the
The
Xbox
The
Series-
Xbox streaming device.
Yeah, well, no, it
I thought
wasn't
that was
streaming
the,
device, yeah. No, it was that. It was basically the Series X without a disc.
Oh,
Yeah.
the cylinder.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
Brooklyn.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Yeah.
Don't nobody give a
Cylinder.
fuck about that.
Yeah.
Do we hear it?
No one cares, Wize.
Nobody.
No,
cares?
I don't think. I think, like I said, I've said before that a lot of that stuff that came out of those documents may just have been them talking and designing. We may never see it. I mean, because so I didn't put much weight into a lot of that stuff. I think a lot of people just, like he was talking about earlier, sometimes people just say stuff to get clicks, to get attention, and to drive a narrative.
Right. Sure, they get a lot of people
Just
talking
who the
about
fuck wants a cylindrical
Yeah.
Xbox? Come on, guys.
the end of digital. I'm just like, the sales or physical. I'm like,
Yeah.
the sales are already dropping, but this is
Yeah.
the other one, I guess.
What about anything pertaining to any portable devices? Do you think any new iterations of any
Steam
portable
Deck too.
devices?
Okay, I have a dream. I have a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
Malcolm X.
Okay.
I want a Windows phone.
Did you
My
say
phone.
What?
I'm,
Windows
Malcolm
phone?
I'm using.
Wow,
I'm-
you really are from Texas.
He
That's good
said
old Texas.
I'm
Texas.
using. I'm currently using a
Oh,
crappy
no.
old ass Samsung. It's falling apart at the seams. I wanted to send it in for repairs, and the wife threatened me with physical violence if I don't get a new phone.
Blink
So
twice if you need help.
I have until
got-
like January or February next year to get like either an iPhone or like one of these Samsung.
I have an old Motorola flip
S20
phone. I'll
or
send you.
something.
I have an old Motorola flip phone. I can send you.
Yeah, smartphone. she. So for me, if they announce the Windows Phone, it's a pipe dream. Almost impossible. But if they announce the Windows Phone, even if it comes out end of next year, then I can just hold on to my old ass phone and then get the
I don't
Windows
think that's
Phone.
ever going to happen though, because the Windows Phone OS it failed. Like we really only have Android and iOS now. There
Would
is
you
no
let a
other-
man dream?
Mm.
You know what? I would
dream.
even take a Windows phone. I would take a Windows phone with the iOS. Sorry, with the
got-
Android, with the Android
got-
system.
I got 4 phones. I can send you one.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, talking about the Windows.
How
Phone,
much are you
that's-
gonna charge me, Treble? And what phones are we talking about? No flip phones, dude.
Oh, I was partially joking. I got like really old. What is that?
What is that noise? Is there a jet engine taking off?
Yeah.
What's that?
Somebody
Did you turn on your PS4?
Did somebody
Someone's
turn on-
Turn
PS4.
that shit off, dog. Turn that shit off.
I think-
Jesus.
I think that is
Nah,
Cells. I don't know
this
what's
is
going on.
That's
Flight
sales.
2017. Where we're looking for clearance on runway 12.
This is the tower. You're clear. You're clear for takeoff.
Cells, I don't know. There's something weird. I don't know if you got your gain up too high or what, but I can hear everything
Oh.
in the background. Yeah.
It's raining.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not rain. That's like a fan or
Are you,
something.
are you,
That's-
are you
Yeah.
able to mute people Wise?
Yeah, I
Is
can
that-
mute
Not
them.
hear us?
Yeah. All right.
It should mute yourself.
Blink
alright.
twice if you can hear us. Okay.
Anything else about the Game Awards that anyone cares to talk about?
I pretty much said all I wanted to say. The last thing is I'm trying to understand. Well, last 2 things. One, why did they announce like the cutoff date, but then they announced the nominees ahead of the cutoff date? And why are some categories with like 6 games, but then with some with 5? And I'm just like, yeah, I could add like for ongoing game, make it a 6 and put Halo in there. At least there's not going back to the Halo thing. But yeah.
Ongoing.
I
Halo
came
is
back
trash.
right on time.
Halo is trash.
Come on, Cozy, we get it.
She's like, I heard
you're
someone
nice.
say Halo.
I don't know what happened to your mic, but quality has gone down.
What is
Yeah,
going
and
on?
yeah, Cells, you sound
Yeah.
like you're in a wind tunnel.
No, I honestly think you got your mic's gain set too high. Maybe.
Yeah, it almost sounds like a cell phone call.
Right. It does. It does.
Okay, guys, I get it.
No, there's noise.
My
Cells.
microphone is shit.
seriously. Okay, so all right, let's talk about the device that was released this week, the PS Portal. And no, I'm not
I'm not
talking
talking about it. I almost got cancelled on Twitter. I'm out. You guys can talk about it.
Yeah, all I can
I
say
saw,
is
I saw you called it a piece of shit on Twitter.
Jesus Christ, people quote
IGN gave it
tweeting me.
IGN gave it an 8. An 8. After especially hearing what they were talking about, that's like here's an 8. And I'm just like, that review don't sound like an 8, but it got an 8. But
What did he say?
all I can say is for people that got it, I hope you guys are happy. I hope you enjoy it genuinely. Me personally, I'm just like, I rather just buy like a smartphone controller and call it a day. Because I was using my phone earlier today and I was like playing Elden Ring. I was like, this shit's pretty good, and I didn't drop $200. Like the controller was like $50, and I'm happy.
There you go. I
Damn.
got mine yesterday.
Yeah, but I mean, the experience of gaming on the Portal has to be better than gaming on your phone, especially with the.
to be
Am I
honest,
better?
Yeah.
So
Is
this
my
the
mic better
phone.
now?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Yay.
So this
Why
is
are
the phone.
you-
If you
Why is
connect it
anyone
to a
saying
backbone,
content
you're
warning
getting
before you do
maybe
that?
5 inches of real estate, functioning real estate that you can play with.
Oh God. Oh God.
What?
We need content warnings next time, man.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
did not consent to this
Have
violation of my
phallic objects on
eyes.
screen.
What did I
Like, you
do?
know.
Oh, okay. So it's okay. I mean,
Just
like,
don't ask where his right hand
Wow.
look, sneakerheads lick the soles of their shoes when they first buy them. I'm a gadget head, so I'm gonna lick the back end of
Mhm.
my
Yeah,
controller
Fat
when I
Joe
buy
does
it.
that shit all the time.
There you go.
is. The
So there
releases
you
with
go.
Portal fucking confuse me though because
Oh my God!
you know
Please
that
remove
you
that,
can't use
Wise.
the Bluetooth, so you can't use the Bluetooth
Thank you.
headphones. You have to have either a
That's
Plus
amazing.
or a Elite to listen with headphones or earbuds.
That's
But like
that's just
the Quest earbuds don't come out till December. The Elites
Yeah.
don't come out
and those
till
like
January. So why would
200,
you release Portal
150.
now if there's no fucking earbuds for it? Why not release it in fucking December with the goddamn
They
earbuds?
can get
Like I
the
don't understand why you would do that to yourself.
What kills me is the fact that again, IGN gave this an 8. I'm just like, it's a remote play only console. It's a device in 2023 without Bluetooth, and the only connections you can get are 150 or 200 add-ons if you want to use some wireless technology, or is there a 3.0 jack, whatever? But I'm like, why? That's it. Why? I don't know.
Well, yeah, but you also have to think about when they give it an 8, they're rating it as a remote play device. So as a remote play device, maybe it is an 8. I don't know. I haven't fucking
Well,
used
I
it.
can say this much, and this is my experience. I had last night, as you see on the screen right now, I had my Switch, I had the PS
Beefy
Portal,
boy.
and I had my TV. Yeah, I had I had those little Hori split pad. They were very comfortable for the Switch, and I had my TV on. Once I turned on my Switch, everything was fine on the Portal, like with the connection wise. But
Mhm.
then once I turned on my Switch, everything went to shot. Like everything
There's more devices
froze.
on your network.
Yeah, so no, and I got a really good router. I got a 60 router from Orbi that I paid a pretty penny for because I do a lot of internet stuff, so I need a strong router. So my internet is pretty strong. So I don't know, maybe the Wi-Fi card they have in there is less than optimal or what, but it plummeted.
Interference.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah,
it plummeted.
and so my question would be is because I used to do this stuff for real. Where's the router compared to where you're at? Where's
Well,
where those are at?
I'm sitting on my lazy boy. The router's not even 10 feet away.
I mean, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
over
an
It
with.
interference
also
issue.
could be. It also could be specifically those devices hit up against the same Wi-Fi band.
Well, they're that,
Yeah.
but
A band,
I'm
channel.
betting the shielding on the Switch isn't that great. Is what I'm betting.
Yeah, something is going on, but where there's like a massive interference between the two getting anything. And the only reason the Switch one is working is because I'm playing a game that's not on, not being streamed. So there you go. But
it's
yeah,
not being
that is my
streamed.
only negative I have. But holding it wise, it's very
comfy.
comfortable. It's extremely comfortable. It's literally it's a dual sense with a screen in the middle, and it's probably the most comfortable handheld I've ever held.
Hey, and if you ever want to play Batman, it's a batarang ready to go. That sucker will fly.
And it'll come back to you.
It's almost like the one that
Yeah.
Michael Keaton had in Batman Returns with the screen where you
Yeah.
fucking and then fucking threw it and had it automatically hit everybody.
Yeah.
Same
No, I mean,
frequency.
I think
Also,
I
no
think
web
if
browser.
I
That's
think
nothing
if
Signify.
it gets
Web browser.
the cloud streaming support
Yes. Yeah.
that people are
It
saying
should
it might
have
get in
that
the future,
from
I
the
think that would
beginning.
make a big difference.
It would
Because like I
because
bought one, but I bought it for my nephew for Christmas. Like I personally have no use for a Portal.
you will open up such a huge audience for people who don't have PS5s that could play it on the go, or I mean, even in their household with it. Like
There's so many games to
there's so
stream
many
off
options.
PS Plus service. Plus, it would push people towards the service.
What?
That's why it's just Sony has made decisions where I'm just like, you guys are just. I want to say I get it, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
No,
don't. so,
it may
but-
not be a good. It might not be a good device for anybody else on this panel, anybody in the chat as well. But it is the perfect device for me because me and my wife will sit there and watch TV or something, and I feel like a heel taking over the TV just to play a video game. So this way, it's just really optimal for me to sit there while we're watching a movie, pull out this Portal and play Baldur's Gate 3, which I think the Portal is meant for games of that nature. Am I going to play a Call of Duty or even a Spider-Man 2? I'll probably visit with Spider-Man 2, but I probably won't get like, it's probably too fast of a game for something for me to play on the Portal. But all my RPGs, it's sort of meant for that, I think. So
Yeah, totally get that. If I could play Elden Ring on it, you can. Timing scheme, I still succeeded partially.
You said you have Elden Ring on Backbone?
No, I was a remote play on my Xbox. I have like a game
look at
server.
me. I remote play.
Well, I mean, I really believe that this is like, I think the direction all three of these companies are looking at, that's something that is not only just set top, but something that also is portable in nature. Because as you see, I think if not next generation, definitely by the following, if there is one, I think it's going to be a predominantly portable device because people like the convenience of being able to take that game anywhere and not sequestering just a TV to it, So I think it's a good device for me. I don't know what the sell-through is. I know it's sold out. It's being scalped to hell on eBay, but I like it for what I have. I know for what I'm going to do with it, it's perfect. Am I going to take it out and play it outside, like at a coffee shop or where I work? No.
How you described it?
What?
No. I mean, it's not like I don't play games outside of my house. Period. I just don't. I don't like doing
fun.
it. No. Like if I go somewhere, I'll
It depends
like.
on
If
where
I'm
you're
like,
at. It
Yeah.
really depends on where you are. Yeah.
but I don't like going to work and then taking my game
And
console with
it's
me.
too big for him to hide it while the kids are trying to work. They'll see
Well,
it.
shit, yeah. I mean, they'll be like, if I whip out anything, Mr. D. Like,
Well, if you
no.
whip out certain things, you'll get arrested even in Alabama.
Depends on who I'm whipping it out to. If it's my mom or my cousin, they don't care.
It depends on if it's big enough to be seen when he whips it out.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
the
Yeah.
main problem. Nobody can see it when I whip it out anyway. So then,
You just got the stealth.
Well, it is approaching that time at 9:00. So let me get all these individuals or gentlemen and ladies out of here. So let me start off with Cerebral. Tell us where we can find you, sir.
I don't know. Let's see. Mondays you can find me on the Pop-Up Power Bomb on 4GQ TV where we talk about wrestling. Tuesdays you can find me on the Xbox Ambassador channel with what's it called? Gaming Differently with Cerebral Paul, and then Tuesday nights with the Retro Renegades. Wednesday sometimes, like this last Wednesday, I showed up on the Backlog Bastards. This Thursday coming up will be Thanksgiving. There will be no 4GQ TV. Then Friday I'll be back here, and if Wize follows through, I will have something to drink.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
sending it out Monday because I wanted to make sure whether it was vino or it was brown liquor. So now I know what to get. That's why I didn't want to send it out earlier than that. And that,
Like I
and
said,
was
if you want to see me get toasted, then it's going to be like Fireball or something that I can chug pretty easily.
what would you rather
know.
have, Goldschlager or Fireball?
Fireball. 'Cause
All
not a big
Oh
Gold
man, let me
Slugger
get some
fan.
fireball too, man. I do get the fireball.
Send me your address. I'll send you some. It is Thanksgiving, so yeah. Yeah, send me y'all's address. I'll send y'all a bottle of something. Since I'm
Are we
going
gonna do
anyways.
a Fireball Friday?
Yeah, Fireball Friday. That's perfect. Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
But
I'm not taking no Fireball. You guys are
You
crazy.
send me some Fireball, I will get lit in.
Give me some
I know.
give
That's
me
what I'm
some
saying.
tequila. Like,
I
give me some
I-
Casamigos. Like,
I will
That's
get white
amigos.
girl lit on Fireball. I'm just saying. You know?
White
how do you
girl.
guys drink that shit? That shit is like
It tastes
drinking
like
melted
candy.
Well, I feel like-
toothpaste.
Usually I
It
put
tastes
it
like
in like
candy.
a.
Are you
a
kidding me?
glass.
It's like
Then
drinking
like-
Big Red gum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Who wants
it's
to
like-
drink Big Red? Like, I'll
It's like
chew it. I'm not
it's like
drinking
eating
it.
red. You
Oh,
never eat
come on,
Red
come on.
Hots?
So you will chew. Oh, come on. You will chew the Big Red gum and swallow your cinnamon flavored saliva.
It tastes. It literally
not Fireball.
tastes
Let me
like a
tell you
Fireball
something.
candy.
The only reason why the only reason why I chewed a Big Red gum was because I just wanted gum in general, and that was the only option that my grandmother fucking had. So yeah, I'd chew a Big Red if that was like the
You never
only
ate.
thing I could chew.
You never had a Fireball or Atomic Fireball, or you never had Red Hots or anything like that as a kid.
How
She doesn't like
Fireball?
Oh no,
That's
I always avoided those candies. I was the sour
as-
candy. I was eating Airheads, Sour Patch, Sour Power
Whoa,
Straws.
whoa, 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 whoa! You
Or
are eating
you know,
their meds.
as the non-drunks call it, cinnamon flavor. You know.
I'm eating.
You'll eat a fucking warhead or an airhead, but you won't
Mm.
eat you won't do anything with cinnamon.
Mm.
Why?
Yes, because I'm not trying to feel like I'm eating a candy of toothpaste, and I'd rather have like
What?
What
fruit.
toothpaste is cinnamon?
I've never had
makes
cinnamon.
cinnamon
What are you
flavored
talking
toothpaste.
about? There's cinnamon flavored toothpaste.
there is
Even the
cinnamon
gel
flavored
is red.
toothpaste.
Yep.
No, there are
Colgate.
hybrids.
There
Colgate
are?
makes a cinnamon toothpaste. Yep.
Oh,
Well, then
Yeah.
that's your damn fault.
No.
Who told you to buy cinnamon toothpaste?
It is.
Exactly. Not a normal fucking toothpaste like the rest
I
of us.
So I asked for it once as a kid, and I got it, and I started eating it, so I never got it again.
Mm.
Yeah, I grew up with that shit. My grandparents always fucking had the weirdest fucking like shit, like cinnamon toothpaste.
Oh, how
Fucking-
fancy!
Like freaking I don't know, my grandma was
Everything
like
anyone says. She's like, ooh.
Cinnamon.
Actually-
freaking she bought the freaking spray that you put to iron. Like she always had crazy shit. Like that was my
I do
grandma.
Spray the
I do
soap
a Jello
to
shot.
iron.
I do a Jello shot where I don't put any flavored Jello. I just put like the gelatin packet and put a little food coloring, so there's no flavor. And I'll make it with fireballs, and I'll put like Red Hot in the shot
Oh
as well.
my god.
It was
Ooh, yummy.
phenomenal. Yeah,
Yummy.
it's phenomenal. It's
Hot
really
and
good.
cold.
Yeah. So I mean, if you really want something, if you don't like cinnamon, if you want something more fruity, take an apple Jolly Rancher and put it in some Grey Goose.
Oh,
and
yeah,
let it
that's
sort of
what I
melt.
do.
Oh, it's good.
I
It's
put them
really
inside
good.
a White Claw. I throw some Skittles in there.
Yeah, it's next level. Next level. Good.
Good shit.
All
But
right,
I don't
well,
know. You guys are the type that like eating violets.
What?
Like eating what?
Like the flowers?
No, you don't know about violet candies? The purple aluminum wrapped like squares?
No.
It's like that. You guys never heard of violets?
No.
Clearly not.
That's like that used to be that's a candy that like people used to eat in the 80s so they can take away their fucking alcohol scent and shit. My dad always had those on deck in his pocket.
Oh, that's
And he
what
would
that's
just-
what we use cinnamon gum for. I don't know what you're talking about.
Violets. You guys know what? Can someone Google
RPG,
it?
nobody else knows it. We don't blame us.
Oh
Nobody
my
in the
God,
fucking
hold
chat knows
on.
what
Yeah,
it
hold on,
is.
No.
time out.
Can you
1,
put-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in this bitch. Only you know about the violets.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you how they look like, and then you're gonna see, and you're gonna be like, oh,
Like,
I
Oh,
know.
they look like something I've never ever seen or heard about before.
Relax, because you're gonna see right now. Hold on. I'm gonna show you.
Never,
I have
The
faith in
violets.
you.
you know, being the old man in the crowd, I'm telling you, I'm not even sure what you're talking about.
Me,
So,
I'm,
you know.
I'm not too far behind you. I've never heard of that either. I'm like, what the fuck?
Is it a fucking like?
I
New York
can't
City
believe
thing?
you guys are ridiculous. Hold on.
Maybe it's some
You never told me that you guys never told me that you never seen this shit in the store. Is my screen sharing?
Not yet.
What's it
Not
called?
yet.
Violets?
Violets.
Violets?
Gotta look it up. Violets.
Okay, while she's looking it up and she's pulling it up, let's go to Cozy. Where can we find you?
You can find me all places where you find cozy belugas. COSY. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures now. I'm sorry, I've
Yes.
never seen that cells.
Yeah,
The violet.
that's got to be a
seed?
regional thing. That's got to be a regional. I've never seen it.
No, because
The
I'm
purple
originally from
aluminum?
New York, and I never seen that shit.
Huh? What part of New York then?
I never.
Upstate don't
Westchester
count.
County.
No, it looks like that.
Upstate
It-
don't
Wah,
count.
wah, wah.
Okay.
Wah,
Okay. So
wah,
there's.
wah. It's fucking
okay,
like
so
an hour away
remember-
from the
okay.
city. We're fucking
I know.
upstate.
No. Okay.
It's still considered
Cerebral.
upstate, so
Cerebral. Do you
To the people in
remember?
state.
Okay, do you guys remember? Okay, Cerebral, you remember this because I remember this. Back in the day, there was two types of companies making gum. There was Wrigley's, who was the most popular
Right.
one with a double. What was it? Double mint.
Double mint
or-
and all that. Yeah. and
that
the-
Double
crap.
pleasure,
And
double
then there was
fun.
like this other
Yeah.
company called Beech Nut.
Beech
And
nut.
they-
Oh,
yeah.
beech nut gum. Yeah, that
Yeah,
stuff was
that-
nasty. That
That
stuff was
shit looks like
nasty.
it was packaged by Beech Nut.
I
Yeah,
know Beech
possibly,
Nut as baby food brand.
Well, they
Is
did
it
that
the
too.
same
They
people?
did that too.
Yeah.
They,
Oh.
but
Hold
they
on,
made
Yeah,
I'm
gum.
yeah.
sending a
Gum.
copy of. I'm sending it so maybe you can screen share. Wise
Sometimes
the
I
candy
buy their
shit.
gum because it was cheaper.
Yeah.
And then I always regret it, and it'd be a while.
I don't know. I just used to buy like bubble tape gum. I guess it's my generation.
Bubble tape. I remember
Bubble tape, yeah.
Bubble
The
tape, the
Big
blue
League,
one. I'll be there.
or the Big League Chew, or the Big
Yep.
League Chew by the same company. Yeah.
Fucking
The
zebra
gum,
tape.
my gum of choice all through middle school and high
Bubblicious.
school was no Winter Fresh.
What the fuck?
But she
Yeah,
won't do
boring.
cinnamon, but she'll suck
but
on-
she doesn't want anything that tastes like toothpaste.
Exactly.
But that doesn't taste like
Except for
toothpaste.
the,
That
except
tastes
for the
like
one fucking
fucking
gum
mint.
that tastes exactly like fucking
Listen,
toothpaste.
I hate to
That
break it to
mint
yourself.
candy.
The official
Like,
flavor of
the-
90% of the toothpaste out there is gonna taste like that gum you were just chewing.
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
She knows
Yeah,
one
it-
gum that tastes like
Peppermint.
toothpaste except for the one
I
that
don't
tastes
eat mint gum.
Winter.
Trident. It's not the same as toothpaste. It's sweeter, and it's just different. It's not toothpaste. It doesn't fucking like.
darling.
You don't feel it on your
Tasty.
tongue.
In fact, I chew Trident because it tastes like toothpaste when I'm trying to
Okay, let me tell you.
Well,
about
no, for
Trident.
Trident, I eat the orange ones, the fruit one.
Oh, okay.
The chiclets.
The chick.
No,
The chiclets are
Trident,
good,
but the
actually.
orange
Chiclets
one.
are good. They last all
Oh
of
my
5
god, I
seconds,
remember
but yeah.
chiclets in the box.
Yeah, they last all of 5 seconds, but oh
Whoa.
yeah, it's good for the 5 seconds. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait a minute. One more candy. Do anyone remember Sixlets? The
Yeah.
chocolate balls?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, the
god,
little
I
balls.
love those.
They still
You
make
like
those.
little balls in your mouth, don't you?
They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Sixlet balls.
You like 6 balls
they
in your
still
mouth.
And maybe my boyfriend's balls, but that's it.
Whoa.
Alrighty, where
no.
can we find
Those
you,
are
man? Miss Sells, where can we find you?
You can find me
In the
eating
bottle of-
candy that is
boyfriend's
not fucking cinnamon flavored, you weirdos. And you can find me on pretty much every social media platform with my handle Hi I'm Cells. I like playing games like Call of Duty. And I stream on Kick and Twitch. And
And-
I love making people laugh, even though maybe people don't find me funny, they'll laugh anyway. And
Whether they're
Right,
laughing
Right, they're
with
not.
you or
They're,
at
they're
you.
not laughing with you. They're laughing at you. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
That's
as long as you're
fine.
laughing, who cares?
at least
long as
I'm
you're
getting
laughing, who
attention
cares?
either way.
Right.
But no, but seriously though, like I'm trying to build a community. I'm trying to build a community of people within my streaming that just have the same like type of vibes, like talk shit, smoke weed, play video
Drink.
games, and just good
Get
vibes
tipsy.
all around.
And where
Like
else can we find
those.
you on a Friday when you're not passed out?
You already know. With Wize. And the
Good.
gang. The 420 gang, but they don't even
420
smoke
boys
weed.
and 420
The
babes.
420 boys that don't smoke weed.
Smoke weed. I'm the only one that smokes weed.
Smoking
Yeah,
is
they all
bad for
smoke it,
you.
it's just- Yeah.
Well, I vape, okay? And it's real
Even
pure
Snoopy gave up
THC.
smoking. So
What?
Weed just
You
makes
see?
me feel slow and gives me cotton mouth. I'd rather not.
Well, it's because it depends on the certain strains and all that, but that's a whole totally different conversation. If
Just
you
do
are
a fucking
interested in
edible.
learning more about cannabis and learning about specific strains that would work best for how you want to feel, hit me up.
You
I
are
know what's
doing the
good.
whole
This episode of
thing.
Wasted with Wise brought to you by the Bureau
That
of Tobacco
infomercial
and
has been
Firearms.
practiced. I can tell.
You
This
know how many
episode
people
brought
I've,
That shit.
you know how many people told me, man, weed makes me feel tired or paranoid or this. It's because you probably smoked the wrong strain. There's different
I
types of
smoked a
strains
bunch
with
of
different
strains.
effects.
They all do the same shit to me anyway.
Yeah, this.
Well,
episode
yeah,
of
some
Wasted-
people just have tolerance where they just fall asleep. Maybe you need it in a different route. How did you try it the first time? Maybe you need it in a
Stop
form of a
being
vape.
pressuring people.
Bro,
Or
you are
a
really
form of a
trying to sell this
or a
cells. Like,
form of an
what's the
edible
commission?
or
Is
even
it
like
10%,
tincture.
15%?
No,
How
I just
much
want
are you
people to
making?
feel good and get high. If it and it helps people, it's
How do you
it.
know
They
he's
try
not
to
feeling good?
They try to find the way that he was talking today about Starfield. Probably not. Like no, but like there's a lot of healing properties to it. there's a documentary on Netflix about this family that has a business that creates pure cannabis oil, and they proved within a study with 3 of the clients that they have, and the documentary following them, that their tumors shrunk close to 75% because of using pure THC cannabis oil on their children. It's a really great documentary. It has its pros, it has its cons. You abuse shit,
how
you
does
you
the
abuse
oil
it
shrink the tumor?
because
episode-
there's certain receptors that you have. There's different strains. It's not just CBD and THC. There's also CBN. There's also I forgot the other one. THCA, THCC. They're different like things that work in different parts of your brain, and with certain strains there's certain ones that will help with your immunity, and like it's just a lot. It's a really cool documentary. Google that shit. Let's get high, guys. It's a good thing. All of these articles that come out about like, oh, marijuana is causing heart disease or marijuana is this. No, it's because pharmaceutical companies don't want to fucking tank because they know that marijuana has medicinal properties and can fucking make pharmaceutical companies not make as much money as they do
What show is
with
this again?
medicine.
This episode
I'll
of
tell you
Wasted
the
with
name.
Wise.
God damn it.
This
It's
episode
that
of
weed
Wasted
tax.
with Wise.
It's a
This
weed
I-
tax, Wise.
Weed tax. No, weed tax is real, 100%. Why do you think all these
Why
states
is
now
that?
are becoming legal? Because they realized, oh, how much
And on
money
that
that they can
note-
pull in.
Yeah,
You know,
this
and
episode of
I'll see you
Wasted
guys
with
next
Wise.
week.
This episode of Wasted with Wise.
Thank
is
you for
brought by
coming
the-
to my TED Talk.
Yeah,
It
this
was
episode of
illegal
Wasted.
for as long as it was because they couldn't regulate it. Now they found a way to regulate it, so now all of a sudden it's legal.
Well, I would like
Yeah,
to say
because
this episode.
they
I would like
use
to-
it in hospitals.
He's trying.
They actually had studies
Very
at
hard.
NYU. They actually had studies in NYU and Mount Sinai
this.
where they were working with schizophrenic patients, they were working with cancer patients, they were working with patients with Parkinson's and dementia, and they saw substantial improvement in these patients and their studies on
Okay,
it.
I gotta go pick up my kids. So this episode of Wasted with Wise brought to you by the DEA. So there you go.
I've seen your kid. If you can pick him up, I'm very impressed.
He's strong as fuck.
All right. Loke, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me here every Friday with Wise and the 402 Boys and Girls.
402.
402.
420 boys.
That's how
and
you know he don't
420
smoke weed.
babes. 420 boys and babes.
The 420 bitches, baby. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
I could change it to that if you want me to, but I don't know how much.
Yeah.
Well, if Cozy's okay with it, I am. No, I'm kidding. We'll be babes.
All right. Well, that's it, Loke. That's all you got.
That's all I got.
All right. Super.
I've got too much heat on me. I don't want.
Hi,
I
Loke.
don't give people other places to find me.
Aw,
Wait, why do you have heat on you? What happened? Who's fucking with you, Lo?
Why is he gonna say it on air, Sales? You trying to get my boy locked up?
Yeah.
What you doing?
Nah, yo, speak your piece. Let them know publicly. You ain't a pussy.
Okay, hold on to
No, I'm
that thought.
kidding.
Super, where can we find you?
I'm on YouTube at Supernova Gaming, on Twitter at
Twitter.
Gaming Supernova, PSN is Supernova Gaming, Xbox is Real Supernova. Then here every Friday, and then whenever Thrash does the roundtables, I do that as well.
Oh, cool. All right, Triple, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me in the Soul System, specifically on Planet Earth. You can find me here every Friday. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at Triple Combo Gaming, talking random stuff and playing lots of Peace still because my streaming schedule is horrible. And yeah, that's about it.
Cool. So I did say that we were gonna have Lord Addict on, but Lord Addict had something that came up in the last minute, and he had to.
He saw them previous
Yeah, he watched the
streams. He was
last
like,
stream.
No,
I
actually,
can't do that.
no. To be honest with you, he linked King's chat to ours, so he's redirecting a lot of his clients or a lot of his audiences to our show as well. Well, they are clients of sorts if you want to think about it. Also, they said that not next week, because next week we got Jim's game developer guest coming on for that show. But the week after, it probably most likely be the guest will be Lord Addict and King David. So
King David, Addict, those are my dudes.
right, yep. So those
And the
they're
MVP.
gonna bless our presence.
If
If it wasn't for King, if it wasn't for King, I would have never knew how to play Fortnite. He taught me Fortnite from the ground up.
Damn.
Well, we're gonna do the best to take the lords from their high perch and corrupt them the way only the wasted gang can do. The 420 boys and girls can do. That's the way we're gonna do it. You know? So, yeah. So that is our show for tonight. Remember, you can be anywhere, but you've not been anywhere until first you've been wasted with Wize. Have a nice night. Have a great weekend, and have a great Thanksgiving,
Adios.
everyone.
Later, Tater.
Arrivederci. Hola. Goodbye. Te
Yay.
quiero. Bye.